Welcome, Patreon patrons. This is our first weekend review ever for the channel, and I am so excited to share it with you. So we're looking at the week beginning October 25th, which was a Sunday, and we're going to go through every single day that we streamed. We're going to dissect the fights, the best fights, the worst fights. We're going to talk about it. I'm even going to scribble on the screen. We're going to have a lot of fun. So I hope you stick around and enjoy this. And make sure you tell people if you enjoyed this, that this is available only to Patreon members. So get it while you can. We're going to start off with October 25th, Sunday. Here we go. Let's get into it. All right. So first fight of the week, Sunday, October 25th. Hibs had taken Bold, and Albs are now trying to retake it, and we are now running into the keep to try and fight the Albs and to see what kind of resistance is there. So let's watch.
They're right there at the posture.
We're going front. We're going front. Going front. Going front.
Keep
Front,
moving
front.
south. Can someone drop a speed warp as soon as we...
So first things first, what are we doing here? We're taking warps down, right? That's pretty good. That's a good sign of things to come, I think.
In this corner.
No balls released. That's pretty fun.
Yeah, I didn't think that one through.
Yep. Keep warps down.
Okay, thank you.
They're gonna know we're here now.
There's by
Okay, so Albs, what's going on here? Why on God's green earth do you have people standing in the doorway? I believe that's Sarantic. What is that guy? What is he doing there? What is the point of him standing in line of sight? Why he should be off to the side here? There's absolutely no reason why he should be out front at all.
Sonic Slam. Oh my
Fine,
god.
go in.
Get that motherfucker.
Storm placement though is quite good here.
Oh, kid, oh my god, oh my god,
I'm
oh
impressed
my
with the
god.
storm placement.
Postern, I think.
Hit him, hit him, hit him.
The inner door is closed. We can get inside.
Hit it.
Oh, help me, devil. Help
It's
me,
my
devil.
group.
So this is good. First things first, we're going ahead. We're seeing Albs deploy all sorts of AoE tactics.
I'm not gonna make
Assist.
it. Not gonna make it. They are waiting for us.
He's got his rank 5 up.
Hey, switch.
And you can see all I'm doing right now on the mentalist is just AoE dotting.
We were in the
All right,
third.
get people up. Get people up. Let's get inside. Get inside.
Okay, so the other thing, right, really quickly, why do you have clerics outside here? Why are they standing in front when they know the Hibzerg's pushing in? They should be around the corner. They could be in this tower. They could be up top here. There's a whole bunch of other places. In fact, frankly, this guy's pretty smart. You could be using a line of sight break like the tent, right, to hide. That's a great spot to be.
Inside. Get inside.
They got fucking ticks ready to go. Fucking snaring people. All right, I'm back up.
Doesn't that tick you off?
It's a 57.
There's some of them are still focused on the postern. Yeah, okay, so that's one of my comments also. Why? Just why?
I know people are not listening. I said front.
No, is Bright? Is she? Or he?
And Jedi
Get
didn't
your
understand the
recalls
call.
right now.
He thought they were talking about Hibs.
She does.
She is. She got
They
red.
were saying they
pretty
were
quick already.
talking about
I don't-
Albs here.
There's not much of a risk
Going
here.
out. Going
They're-
out
they're
to fight,
dying.
Going out to fight. Going out to fight. I know they're.
Again, clerics in line of sight. Why? Just
Good night.
why?
Saracen.
I got an ST on the,
This wizard is doing the right thing.
Turns rooted.
This guy
Lady,
doing the right
under
thing.
lady.
Hot Swift courtyard.
Under lady.
This one
Yeah.
doing the right thing.
Pushing southwest at the ramp.
There's a full group of casters.
Oh, that's a
at
Hib.
Postern.
Well, of course he was doing the right
West,
thing.
On the ramp.
Posture's
West.
rooted.
Come on, push up. Good Lord. Did they jump?
Hey,
No,
dead
they're
the
all
postern.
to the northwest tower, guys.
Let's do it. Here we go.
They're dead.
No.
Check for jumpers.
No.
For jumpers.
Nothing. Oh, one out the back.
He's up
This is
top.
where tab target
West
comes in
corner,
handy.
third floor.
He's dead.
Oh,
In very few
they're not
instances
gonna
where you
go
should be
by.
using tab targets, that's
Leroy
one of them.
Jenkins or Leo Jenkins.
Okay. First fight. Let's look at the next one. Okay. So second fight of the night. And we are being kited in towards the Alboy by this mid group here. Now, 90% of the time, we're pretty sure what's on the other side of it. But I don't think in this particular fight we knew or we had any intel about what was going on over here. So let's watch together and let's see what ends up happening. Two
Yeah,
meeting
if
groups.
you do this, that's a...
What's wrong with
It's
people?
horrid.
There they are.
Spread out.
So good
spread
warp
out.
drops here.
Use this corner, guys. Use this corner.
ST dropped on him.
Kill their own.
Bad warp drop by Teddy. I should not have put that warp down, period. Right? There's a warp here. There's like 15 warps over here. There was absolutely no reason for me to drop a warp at all.
Extending down. Dwarf.
Swift.
Now, another point here, right? You've got all these mids up here, all these mids down here, which have not not pushed forward, right? They're not pushing at all. And then you've got a hole here. Why is there a hole on this side? There's no reason for there to be a hole. None. And you'll notice that there's a hole the entire fight on this side as we're starting to wipe everybody on the other side.
Ooh,
Do
server
that
lag.
shit. Come on.
I mean,
Oh
my job
God,
here is-
server lag. Whoa.
My job is to disrupt all of this.
He's R5. Let him go. Let him go. Next.
You can see the flapping hands down here. Just look carefully. Beyond the ridgeline, right? All the flapping hands down here on this side.
Oh, come on.
Look at it.
The troll in our
Shit.
back.
They didn't like me.
Assist, guys. Assist my group. Assist.
Okay. So again, mid-tank group up here, right? You've got a lot of your AoE casters on this side. There's like a Thane here. And all of your other casters are still behind the ridgeline. Still. The mid-casters, that is. Yeah, here's another great view. Mid-casters. Mid-tank group, right? Again, hole over here on this back of the ridgeline. And the rest of the casters are still here. Where the fight is over here. The fight is all up in here. It's not back there. It's here. Sorry.
That guy's not taking
I
any
think he's
damage.
face shifted.
Back on the dwarf. Back on the dwarf. There
Holy
we go.
shit.
Kill their tanks. AoE in the middle.
Getting pumped.
Okay, so now we're starting to see some improvement. You've got hip casters up here. These guys have finally woken up and realized there's a fight. But then you've got hip tanks here, right? More hip tanks trying to assist whatever's going on over here. This guy is not assisting. He's just off doing whatever he wants. But let me point something out. This group right here, doing the right thing. These are the mids of like the example that you need to follow. They're up in the fight. They're far enough back away where the backfield is, you know, they're not in a whole lot of risk here. But they're close enough to rupt us. That's smart.
AoE in the middle.
Their healers are precast and right behind the tank line.
Keep up.
Pet peels in the back. please.
Tanks push in. Tanks push in.
Okay, so let me just rewind here real quick. They're precast and
guys,
right
keep
behind
it
the
up,
tank
keep it up.
line. They're precast and
guys,
right
keep
behind
it
the
up,
tank
keep it up.
line.
Keep up.
Pet peels in the back. please.
Tanks.
Okay, Hibs. What is this? Like this is I'm sorry, that's a bit too far. What, I don't know, this guy's going to get coffee, I think. This is okay, right? Like healers should be right up here in the warps because they're far enough away from the backfield of the mids to not be in such a risk. But they also have an escape route here. And also if you're too far back, you miss the ability to escape up the banana. So you got to think about, there's two ways of escaping, and all of these guys have these two ways, right? Where the folks in the back, they don't have the ability to go up this way. God forbid somebody pushes through the mile gate.
Push in. Tanks push in. Fire tap.
I think at this point, I'm just trying to find an angle.
We're getting lots of interrupts back here. We need some interrupts
I
on
need
there.
to-
back.
IRC is with them too. Okay. What? Why? Just why?
Yes. AoE that shit.
Thank you.
Kill him. Kill him. Die Frank. Die Frank.
Hear that in the morning.
Keep pushing in.
Carrying
Push
that.
in.
Yep. Pressure, guys. Apply pressure.
AoE.
At this point, the mids are doing the right thing. Oh, wait. They're turning. They're
starting
turning
to
right
run.
side. So now they're starting to run. And everybody is leaving. Even these guys up here, they're like, peace out. I'm done. I've had enough of this. It's turning right now. And this is where the fight's over. This is where the fight's over.
Push. We're failing. Push.
As soon as they turned, they gave up the fight.
Axe her to us.
Push. Push. Talking.
Ah, they're
Call the-
running.
They're dying. That's why they're running.
There's her.
Now,
No.
tanks are starting to take out warps. That's good. All of those warps that were here before are now gone. Roman was on a Zephyr ride, poor guy.
You're pushing west. Push hard.
That was quite a number of RPs. That's good.
Oh, the Empire.
Cobalt. Frosty.
Also, if you stand a chance, run different directions. You can run this way. You can run, well, this way's probably not such a good idea. But going up and over the hill out of line of sight would probably save you if you're trying to Wilson right. Oh, Oaken.
Keep pushing.
Panzer Grin.
Oaken, why you die?
Norseman.
Orgies up here on the ridge.
Norseman.
All right, that's it for this fight. Let's look at the next one. Okay, so here's another fight where the mids, immediately after the last one, the mids are at the mile gate. They've already popped in. Legan is, I would imagine if Legan was leading tonight, he's telling people, hey, get back, hold the mile gate. They're going to come up this way. We've got a choke point. I actually remember this fight. I don't even have to watch it. Let's see what happens.
Don't let them come through that gate.
It's done.
Gate. Wharf.
Okay, first off, what is this? Why are the mids trying to come this way through the mile gate? Mids should have been on either side of the back end of the mile gate and used as a choke. It's not a choke if you push through. Right? It's only a choke point if you allow people to get choked. If you come through the other way, it completely defeats the purpose of it trying to be a choke point. And this is where I get the cast off on everybody that was in line of sight and completely wreck their day.
Horseman. Jordan. Troll.
So they've lost,
in the
at this
gate,
point,
in the gate.
they've lost all their
Push in
tanks.
now.
All their tanks are gone.
Pushing in. Ball. Push in.
Or at least their tank train is either dead or they're
Hammers.
running.
Cobalt.
It's hammer time.
Light 'em up.
Oh shit.
Oh, they're
Right
running.
side's looking okay.
Deals. Oh, come on, come on. Holy fuck, that was close.
Okay.
Frost.
Now, I'm way overextended here, right? I'm way overextended. I'm way into the fight because that's just me, right? Do as I say, not as I do. These guys are all in a great spot. I think that might be Legan here. All of these guys are in a great spot, right? These guys are, yeah, they're okay because they're trying to support what's up front. I'm not sure what's going on over here because you're still in line of sight of the doorway, which is not a good spot to be, right? And look at this, just look at this Hib tank train. Look at this Hib tank train. This is nuts.
Keep killing
They're
them,
just
guys.
wrecking everybody's day.
Group leader.
Tanks, push west. Tanks, push west.
I was following each other.
Push west.
So at this point, these guys need to be moving this way. These guys are still fine, but this group needs to be moving back towards the tower.
Ah, dang, you're way far away for a res tap.
Yes, he was. Hey, I need to.
Because you're gonna get
Push west.
trapped.
Some hills.
Guys,
Yeah,
and the
we're-
Hibs.
We're getting pushed back
Yeah.
to the gate here.
Okay, so here's another
why though?
another great example.
Yes, he was.
Where are the Hibs in all of this? Right? So let's just play this for a little bit and let's just look again. I just skipped back a few seconds. Okay. What's going on over here? We own everything on this side of the fight. The only part that you want to avoid is over here. Where are the Hibs? There is no reason. If I'm here and I'm living and I'm, wearing essentially paper towel, why are these Hibs not pushing through? They should have been through the gate at this point. There's no reason
Guys,
for
you
that.
can come through.
We're getting pushed back through the gate here.
Yeah, why though? I don't.
No, we're pushing them towards the tower.
Yeah. We're doing fine here. Just
You
apply
got
pressure.
someone that are flanking us on our.
Yeah, some
right
free
side.
cap. Okay, so at this point in the fight, not good. Great in the beginning, right? So if in the beginning of the fight, I assume these folks were looking over the other side of the mile gate, perfect, because a lot of the Hibs weren't pushing at that point. I was just going off on my own, and there were some tanks, and some of the Hibs pushed through, but not all. Why these mids are still up on this gate when the Hibs are pushing through the gate and moving up is absolutely, like, I have no idea. These, I assume, again, haven't watched this yet, assume all these mids are going to die. Up on the left-hand side as you come in, second floor of the mile gate, looking down on us.
Yeah, I messed up.
Well, they're
Need
unmez
somebody
now,
to
so
permanently,
AoE.
permanently interrupt that fucking southwest.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Okay, Cobalt,
Yeah, they're all
push 'em back
gonna
in,
die.
guys.
They're not. There's no opportunity for them to make it to the tower. These guys are all. I mean, they're already starting to die, right?
That tower.
And now they're going in the box, which makes no sense at all. Southwest
Push
is
the tower.
neutralized.
Push him back in. Push him back in.
Those are other hibs.
There we go. Get on the door, guys. Get on the door, quick, quick.
Box.
Get that shit down.
We need to open this.
They're not releasing, so there's probably not that many alive in there.
Pushing in, pushing in.
Okay, so what am I doing as a mentalist? Right? I'm looking at these people on the stairway. I don't care about anybody that's down here. My entire focus is this stairway and finding a target that's sitting still, picking it, and just going to town with AoEs. Because everybody, right, if you think about it, the logic of it is everybody on the ground floor has to go up the stairs, right, in order to get to the Lord Room. So all those mids down there, if there's one person that's just sitting there a little too long, every single AoE cast that I land on that person is going to hit everybody that's trying to run up the stairs.
Shit.
Holy crap, there's a lot in here.
Set up.
And you can see that, right? All those dots that are landing.
Dwarf.
Check your buffs in case you got stripped.
Chop, push, chop.
Tricks.
They've lost so many at this point. The fight is done. There's no way that they can hold the Lord Room. They simply don't have enough.
No, PB. Dewey's dead. Come on.
Look up top.
Keep fighting.
They should not have tried to hold the first floor. And I think I get... Do I get a really... Yeah. I get awesome AoEs off on this roof, if I remember correctly.
Take that Lord Room. Take the tower. Take the tower.
We got the
take
roof.
The tower.
We got the roof.
Look at these dots. These dots are just
Take the tower.
There's a bunch of
just
back that looks
wrecking
like
everything up top. As are all of these tanks that are up here too.
It's not charged. What the fuck?
So now that we have like a little bit of a slow time, anyone have a
Now,
thought?
just like for an effort to be fully transparent, playing a mentalist here, my way of playing a mentalist is very much push one button and win, right? Mentalists have a ton of utility, but the way I like to play this mentalist, right, is to just be like Brutus McGee and just cast dots everywhere and make sure that there's like, I'm doing a ton of damage with the way that this tune is set up, but I'm just casting dots to erupt people, and I'm casting them over and over and over and over again, because I know that after the second tick, it's not going to interrupt anybody anymore. But if I keep recasting it, even though it's not going to extend that dot, right? It's still interrupting them. It's going to continue to interrupt them.
Pot I can buy. Did that fight the whole time with no pot, no buffs.
And that's it.
No pot.
Good job, guys.
See, freaking buffs are overrated.
And that's a wrap. Okay, so I'm skipping ahead a little bit. There's a fight at Bled underway, and we are trying to hold it. It's unclear to me just by looking at this screenshot whether it's ours or the mids have it. I can't tell just based on the resolution whether that's green or blue. I think it's green. But in any event, we're inside. We're in the Lord Room, and the mids are going to push in. And so I think we'll tell in a second what the Lord looks like, and we'll be able to tell who has it. But let's just see what happens. Now, forewarning, right? Our ability, the Hibs ability to hold balconies and keeps is, I think, unmatched in the game, the Hibs Zerg at least. And again, I don't know how this fight turns out, but based on my history with balcony fights, I'm pretty sure how this is going to end. But maybe I'll get surprised. Let's watch.
In the southwest tower.
You should have been inside.
Okay,
on the
so it is a
second
mid
floor.
keep. It is in fact a mid keep. So first off, look at what's happening already. All of the Hibs are set up. Now, what do you have with Hibs, right? First off, you've got AoE disease, right? 2, you've got AoE near sight. And 3, you have AoE dot, right? Then you've got all these pets that are up here, presumably casting things like disease. And you've got a bunch of AoE DD here too. So it makes for a pretty lethal combination.
Oh, bad timing. Alright, fight them, guys, as they come in. AoE!
And all I'm doing here
Look how
is tab
fast
targeting.
he's
I'm
flying
tab
by.
targeting
They're
and just
charged.
AoEing.
No, look how fast he was charging. Charge is not that fast.
You have your speedometer out.
Watch him.
There's a bunch of tanks up on the Lord area. Good thing I'm not there.
Give it to troll him.
I need one group to go kill the top.
We have debuffed if somebody can hit.
Draw! Oh.
Grappled.
Okay, guys, keep holding the
You
button.
disease him.
Keep holding it. Keep holding it. Doing good.
There's a Horlock up here.
Okay, so just a second ago, this Warlock was casting PBAE. What? Maybe you were coming through the door and you didn't know it was there. I'm not really sure what was going on, why that was happening. Again, Warlocks love to PBAE a lot more than they like to do anything
Guys,
else. At least some of them
Teddy,
do.
take your group, go clean up.
Okay. Frosh, ready?
Yep, coming.
Let's go.
It's extremely laggy.
For the record here, I think I was pretty confused as to what Jedi meant by
Here,
clean up.
I wonder if the
Let's,
Alps are somewhere
Frosh,
there,
let's
too.
jump out south, second floor. Oh, we can't. Never mind. Push out, push out, push out courtyard.
No. Don't
Oh.
clean up outside. The
Oh,
roof.
Oh, the
Go kill
roof?
the-
Oh, shit,
yeah,
sorry.
Go kill the tanks.
Okay, we're going up top. Roof is clear? Okay.
Okay, just make sure it's clear up there.
It's clear. Clear.
Communication could have been a little bit better there.
Okay, they must have jumped off then.
Well, they could be sitting on oil.
I believe they're in the west tower. Also, the
like
storms
they were
make a
retreating
huge
to the
difference too. They don't make or break the
All set
fight,
up
but
here.
they make a pretty big difference. And again, I'm tab targeting here. I don't see anything. I'm using
Let's
this
take-
ram as
let's
a line
take
of sight
this keep,
break.
Let's go kill him. Bring the Lord to the Lord room. Let him reset. Let him reset.
Ooh, Patar.
Which way we
Nice
going out?
crit, bud. 1224.
Uh,
Yeah. So that's pretty nice, Patar. That was a pretty decent hit. 1224 damage. That definitely screwed me up for a
Howard,
second.
Did you see him?
Tar's group is in the southwest tower. So he's
They're all over the courtyard.
It's a wild power
More
9.
West Tower.
Jesus. That's pretty good.
Yeah, they're stuck inside. Check
Wild
the
power 9
balcony.
max acuity, I'm sure.
Clear.
Patar's hitting
Balcony's
pretty
full,
hard
okay.
tonight.
Okay, come back.
Okay, so good. So mids are set up here. I wonder what it's going to look like on the second floor. I guess we'll find
Southwest
out.
tower, they're jumping out.
Okay, let's go. Push out.
Oh,
Also in west.
okay. What's this escape strategy? Are you trying to come out the way you came?
West tower.
Courtyard. They're all in the courtyard too. Courtyard looking east. Courtyard east. There's 3 groups, 4 groups.
Come up. Come up the outer oil. Come up the west tower, guys. Come up the west tower.
It's one
West.
dude straight out when you come out the front door.
Yeah, they jumped.
They're all outer oil looking east.
Why?
Starting to jump
West
east.
top.
Jumping east. Multiple
Jumping
groups.
North. We're at the north side. North side. Jump north.
Rooted.
Troll.
Look at this guy.
Some of
Am I
you
late
guys
to the party?
If you're too far away for heals, careful.
Congrats to Lord
Okay.
Killsaw.
All out here.
Saved him.
Make sure you message me on Discord within 24 hours to get your prize.
Told the BG to jump where you jumped.
Okay. That's it for this fight. On to the next
Let him
one.
go on the bridge.
Okay. So we find ourselves back at AT and another Albwai fight. Let's go ahead and watch. Ooh, here we
Spread
go.
out. Spread out. Got a fight here.
I'm all giddy. Okay. I'm going up top, right side.
Oh yeah, they changed their mind.
Okay. So, not listening. Not listening. Not listening. Not listening. Not listening. Listening, but a little late to the party. Listening. Did he loop back for people? Or was he trying to... You don't kite... You can't kite with the whole Zerg.
I fucking turned.
Yeah, they came back.
Oh, there you go. They came.
They're heading
We
down
pushing?
towards the wall.
Do you want to push?
Oh, no.
No. Stay
Okay.
here. Stay here. Stay here. Stay
All right.
here.
All... Okay. Hib's not listening. Well, I mean, he's probably trying to save one of his group mates that's overextended, right? Ramfis is not the one here to blame. But like this, and this, and this, and this. Bad Hibs.
Well, the Hibs are not listening to you.
Like none of the Hibs are listening to you.
Yeah, that would be like none.
So what happens here? These Hibs are at risk of wiping. These Hibs are not, I mean, like, these guys are obviously a little late. Is that Jedi? I'm pretty sure that's Jedi right here. We'll have to look. But this is bad for these Hibs. And I don't know what happens. We're going to have to watch. But my guess is the mids will turn and kill them. At least that's what I would have done.
They're hungry.
I listen, Master. You tell me what to do.
I mean, they've been fed pretty well tonight, so come on,
Yeah.
guys.
Sitting here at the Y. Here they come again. They're pushing.
Spread out, spread out, spread out.
Okay, so warp here. There's a warp in the back over this way. That's good.
Yep, here they come.
Warps at the mile gate. A couple of them.
Doing
4
that
of
shit,
them.
come on.
Oh, I was typing. I was typing to Twitch, and I was running in the opposite direction. All right, let's see how the mid set up this time.
Casters on
This
the hill
looks
to the right.
this looks pretty
Wow,
good.
this is like fight number 1 all over again.
Yeah. Okay, Ramek, shut up. This is really good. So let's just
Casters on the hill to the
rewinding here. Okay, so this is way better. Look at this. You've got mids here. You have a little hole here. That's fine. Mids here. There are mids up here out of camera shot. I don't see a ton of flappy arms behind the ridge line.
Wow, this is like fight number 1 all over again.
This is good. This is a much better showing on the mids. I don't understand what's going on up here. I guess we'll have to find out.
And their casters on the right.
Yeah, this guy is like way out of his league. He's way overextended. I don't know what's going on there. I think he's gonna die. Let's see. Yeah, he's gonna die.
Bubble. Assist.
This is a much better fight for the mids. I don't know what happens, but this is a much better
That's
fight.
a blue twiff here. That's a mid twiff in the back.
Want you,
Horseman,
please?
horseman.
Thank you. That's my anchor right there.
Rushman. Try
We'll
group.
take
I'm
that.
picking targets back here.
There we go.
Again, targets that I know that are stationary.
Keep AoEing the middle, guys. Keep AoEing it.
This is fine. This is using a line of sight break. This is good.
Through that storm.
Feel you anymore. I'm
Push in.
blinded.
Push in.
Interrupting left side. Healers.
And I'm hurting at
left
this
side.
point.
Fantasy.
I mocked though. It looks like I
Folding,
mocked.
guys. They're folding. Keep pushing.
Now they're
Side.
turning and running.
Side's still
Okay.
getting rooted.
Okay,
Push up.
so let's just stop real quick. When your BG leader calls pull, I don't know if he called run or pull, right? But when he calls pull, you don't just Wilson. You have to cover the pull, right? So if your BG leader calls, run, get out of here, you're done. That's one thing, right? I don't know if that's what happened, but really you should be this guy, this guy. This guy's doing the right thing. This is like, he gets a check mark, right? But you should be dropping warps. Looks like there's one. This one needs to be taken down. There's hip tanks here, so that's going to happen, right? But really, you should be covering the pull. You should be turning and trying to stop the advancement of the Hibs here so that more of your folks, not because you're going to win the fight, but because more of your folks are going to be able to get away and live.
Guys, push
That's
up.
why.
That's a mid
And
twiff
all
in the
these
center
guys
of
are
the
just
Okay,
like,
push
look at
through,
them.
push through.
They're going, hey,
They're
this
running,
guy
guys.
here,
They're Wilsoning. They're running. Push.
this guy gets a trophy. He turned. He was trying to save save people.
Waste of
Warp.
mock.
Hit the speed warp.
Absolute
Somebody
waste of
took
mock.
mid tower behind him.
Keep pushing. Keep pushing. The speed warps.
Ib Tank's doing a good thing. Huval, thank you. And the fight's over.
Speed
Another
warp.
one.
Yes.
Pretty sure we kill the rest of them. So let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Okay, so I remember this fight pretty clearly. So the Albzerg had retreated back to Burke, and we're here, and as you can see, the Hibs decided that they were going to bring siege. I'm wondering who that was. That might have been Bubba. I'm not sure. There's a siege tower going up. I don't think that actually builds at the end, but I actually pretty clearly remember this fight. This kind of looks like it's like there's like a kobold or a lurricane flying midair. I think it's just a graphics glitch. Wouldn't that be funny? It's like, hey, load up. Come on, Lurie, let's go. We're going to launch you into the keep. But this is a fight in which the mids push in, really just, and I told Legan this, it was a blind push. I don't think they did a very good job on this, and I don't think the BG listened, nor do I think that there was a lot of strategy here. But let's just go ahead and watch and see what happens.
Left side.
Big Zerg.
They're here.
Big
Get
Zerg.
off the get off the keep. Get
Okay.
off the keep.
All of the mids are coming this way. I've seen them, right? Look at how many folks are unstuck from either the BG leader or from their own group leads. And just watch what happens to
Use
them.
this tower to your advantage. Fight outside. Casters go top. Tanks outside.
At this point, I'm listening. I'm like,
Come
okay.
in.
Because there's still going to be a fight, right? If we all get inside, that the mids get an extra couple of seconds here to set up. That's a downside, but I get elevation. I get elevation on top of this, and most of them are going to be hugging the tower and actually can't see me up above.
Fight, guys, fight.
Galdrin, hello. Let's do
Frosty,
one more
my turret.
giveaway. Why not?
Tanks, let's go.
So-
Assist.
This is me not paying
of the fight.
attention.
We can
This
do
is
that.
me giving away stuff in the middle of a
RPs.
fight here.
Just barricade up.
There we go. Last giveaway of the night.
Combo.
At this point, like all these guys, I don't know what they're looking at, but they're giving me Alps don't hit them, for the record. There's tons of targets here. Target, what they call a target-rich environment, all throughout here.
Thought we had the door open or something.
Look at this.
They didn't choose the right side.
Can I get a res?
The mid
Over here.
valves pulled off of Benno. There's no
Now, what they could have done,
cup or no cup.
I mean, look at this.
Frosty, my turret.
And I think at this point, I just stopped caring, right?
Surround.
Yeah.
Surround. Oh.
I mean, look at this. So, this is, for a mentalist, this is a birthday or Christmas for me, right? Why? So if it was me, right, I would be running around the tower, coming back and hitting. I would at least have a group or two, because most of the Hibs at this point have committed to jumping off. So there's a huge opportunity here for a couple of these groups, or one group, right? Frankly, on the first push, you should have had two groups. You should have picked two group leaders. Whatever, right? Should have picked two group leaders to say, okay, you guys are going to go, and I think I've explained this to Legan. I talked to Legan about this a little bit. On the other side of the tower. Because that would have, I mean, there's really nothing productive that can come here, but at least you're going to kill all of the Hibs that are out in front and along the side. That also gives mids an opportunity to come around and, again, kill everything that's here. This clumping here is not doing anybody any good. They all need to be gone by
They're
now.
mounting. Keep it up.
Alps are halfway between the keep and the tower now.
Oh, and there's an
Pushing
ST,
them
which
out.
doesn't help them at all.
Keep pushing up. Frosty. Just lost half their healers.
The Alps are messed
They
up
lost
now.
all of their healers. The
They're
BG,
out.
that
Okay,
fight's
let-
gone.
Let the mids go. Let the mids go. Let the mids
And then we
go.
turn and we fight the
Ooh,
Alps. So
lots
let's
of
see what
Alps.
this looks
I
like
see
here. This is
targets.
the first decent fight with
Come
Alps
back.
tonight.
And Benno came
Hit,
up.
hit the front now. Hit the front.
I think it's the first decent fight with
Holy
Alps,
shit.
I think.
I didn't look at the catapults until now.
IRC is southwest.
Keep an eye on them. That's a shit ton of fucking get.
That's, I'm sorry. That's nuts. That's a waste. We don't have enough people to run all of these catapults. Total waste.
I told you.
They're pretty.
Wow,
I
guys.
just now look. Guys, move to the keep.
Alps did not repair the.
Okay. I think it would appear that some mids have split this way. I don't know what these Hibs are doing. It's not worth it to end up out of probably out of heal range, right? But B, just like running away from the fight in which all the RPs are this way. You want to be where the RPs are, right? I think we can all agree.
That was funny.
Move to the keep.
Move to the key. Copy.
Your Ram's dead though.
Okay, I got enough.
All dead mids out there. Are those dead?
Like,
mids?
are these even aimed? Sure, I'll take that one. It's got one mystical ball. Okay. Now I've got to find a target for it.
They must have thought we had the door open.
Where are you?
They should have came from the other side.
Yeah, Jedi's right here.
My
They should have
side.
come from the other side. Bad news bears
Yeah.
for the mids.
Tanks, get back on the door.
Oh yeah.
Calling me out on
Oh,
Saturday.
yeah.
So we're going to go ahead and skip through the fight real quick, and we're going to move to the next portion of it.
Not part of my normal.
Okay, so here we are. The door's open, and we're about to push in.
Yeah, guys, there's fucking tons of traps in there. Need a bar to go in first.
I'm flying in.
I don't see any traps.
Right, going in. Going in.
Right.
Push him in,
Well,
guys,
both
push him
sides.
back
Both
in.
sides are clear,
Push him
honestly.
in. Push him in. Friend.
Okay, so what just happened? Let's get back a second here.
Push him in. Friend.
So I'm just tab targeting because I can't. There's stuff I can't see under here. There's stuff I presumably can't see up here. There are certain corners, right? There's another tower over here where I'm not looking up at. So at this point, I'm like, 1,000 units. Let me tab target. Let me see what I can come up with. And I end up targeting Kiss of Heat, right? Kiss of Heat is standing in the middle of what appears to be a clump of other people just waiting to get AoE'd. And there it is right there. That's an interesting name. Stupid sorcerer. Okay, let's continue.
We holding the southeast.
And so at this point, my dots
Kill
are
him
just
in the
ticking.
courtyard, just
More
not
than
that-
Right.
likely.
We got
North
Up top.
side, second level.
Just watch the top.
And they're hitting hard.
Tower.
'Cause a lot of these
south,
folks don't- they don't have a ton of
south tower
hit
is gonna
points.
be our fallback. That's
So
why
there's
we're
one
gonna hold.
standing in the middle of this guy here.
I need people to take care of the ones.
And I think I'm trying to get a target off, but
Tanks.
can't
why are you
see the
standing there?
scout that's right there.
I need a
What is that
mark.
about? Get out of line of sight.
Take a look around, see if the Zerg comes.
You're kidding, right?
There's plenty of enemy casters on top of the
Oh,
outpost.
so another great example, right? Kiss of Heat is standing to the left of this scout. And I'm landing a dot just because of... Look, you can see the animation, just because of close proximity.
Yep. That's the caster's job, man. Busy.
Keep heroes climbing up.
So we're just gonna speed through this real quick here.
I think the albs that were coming this way are getting wiped right now by a bunch of hits somewhere.
We'll go. Let's go and just see what we can
yeah.
find here,
Got the smaller here.
because this I think is a little drawn out.
got the inside. Got the
So you got ticks down here that are kind of doing their thing. That's a good. I love how the arm's sticking out of the window. That's great. But there's no organized process. I think that's probably Timbuktu down there. That's what Timbuktu looks like. But there's nothing going on up here. There's nothing organized. They're all inside trying to set up in the Lord Room, which at this point I think is probably a waste of time. Yeah, and I'm still getting miscellaneous targets up top, right?
You're not even defending the ore level.
Yeah, these are all AoE targets. I think that's probably a guard, but still. Yep. So these guys here, this guy here is well within range. It looks like I'm casting Amnesia. Not sure.
Nice.
And I'm tap targeting here just to get an initial target off as best I can.
That's where you guys hide in. Not for me.
Now I'm Mez. There's really nothing else here.
Your pets don't make out.
And oh, okay. This is why is this Thurgis casting pets? And I think I talk about this a little bit in the video. Like this guy,
Sometimes I would
is-
want to because sometimes I want to fight
if you go back and if we just go back to 1x real quick, right? And we just scooch back just a little bit.
It's okay. It's for you guys to hide in. Not for me.
I'm
I think this is worth just watching really quickly.
power font.
We're gonna take like every
Okay,
tower and
so that's
keep
good.
putting all
So Mez'd me and is now
south and just keep pushing
casting
south.
pets.
Turn the
No.
whole fucking
Your
area
pets
green.
don't make it out front.
Full of
but
arrows.
Sometimes I would
Yeah.
want to because that's the only
That's okay.
fucking way
I can
to
help you
fight
play
the
third.
elves.
No problem.
So mids took Alb Tower this time.
Those pets will never end up on me. This is good, though. These albs, there are some albs here that have pretty good placement on the corner that are looking at us, too.
Now your pets that you can
That's-
put them as anchors
Fallback
for the
is to
roof.
the south middle tower, I guess.
That's good. Did a good job.
Still casting pets. Still.
We are.
Alright, let's just skip through to a little bit more of an interesting part of this fight where there's actually something happening. Oh, okay, right. So at this point, I've jumped out because I think most of them have gone inside.
All the way up, all the way up, all the way up. Get past the door, get past the door. Power tap,
Mid's just leaving Venom.
power tap.
That guy's absolutely dead.
Dante. Gonna seize Draco.
Mid's heading to Venom's.
I think I get shot by a scout here.
We want to leave this keep open.
Something happens over off to this
No, no,
side.
We're taking it.
Off to that side. I'm just trying to kill guards at this point, but watch, because I think I start getting attacked here.
We don't need an advantage against them.
And I'm pretty sure a bunch of hips jump out and kill him.
Yeah, out of tower now.
Yep. Okay, so here we go. So I'm getting hit.
Take the tower, guys. The keep.
Right.
Sorry. Take the
And
keep.
there.
Everybody on the Lord.
I don't know what he's doing. But I've nearsighted him now. I know he can clear near sight.
Come on, guys.
But
take the keep.
he's done. Okay, so here we are at the, looks like the northeast Bold Bridge. We're coming from the northern Bold Tower down towards Bold, about to encounter mids. Let's go and watch. Just scream like Cartman, get in the kitchen and make me some pie. Oh, here we go! Okay, so what do? First thing I do is I about face. I see them. I don't wait for the group. My group's still moving this way. All these guys still moving this way. They're all in clip range. They can see this. First thing I do is about face and turn.
Spread out. Spread out. Frosty. Sparkus. It's not that many. No.
So this is a numbers game. Mids are actually playing this really well. Very well spread. Casters on this side, casters on this side, even casters over here. Again, they should have a flank group that's pushing out and around and down, right? Like there's really actually not a way to flank going down this way, but backing around into the trees they could have. But this is just a numbers game. They're just gonna die, I think, in this fight because of the numbers.
Being careful, there are mids all in the back here.
Start AoE.
I will tell you though, there are some folks that are like these guys are. This guy's AFK. I think I've seen this once or twice before. Oh no, he's not AFK, but he's just like, these guys are not in the fight. There's a couple down here. That looks like Bone Dancers, maybe. Yeah, you've got this group here is just not even interested in what's going
Shirt
on.
on, I'm working on it.
This guy looks like he might be AFK.
My target.
Certainly not doing anything. And you've already, look at this. So, prime example. You got a hip flank group here. We don't need a flank. We got the numbers. But you already got hips pushing on this side of the fight. They're putting pressure on it.
Oh, fuck. Ow.
And all this down here.
Ow. Ow.
So they went.
Ow.
You get
This
a
was-
boo-boo?
this
Oh,
was-
no.
this
It hurt. It hurt bad.
This is just a numbers game.
Frosty.
Very nice.
Jedi said spread.
I need to watch
say
that.
ow.
Very nice.
The mid-BGA egg, very nice.
More?
Not Borat.
Frosty. Poor Legion.
Wow, Soothsayer, somebody liked you well enough to Zephyr you.
Frank.
At this point, I don't have any spec decks at all. I've been stripped, and I don't even think I notice it yet. I'm casting really slow, though.
Oh no, you don't, little Velkin. Get your little limpy butt back here.
Didn't have the numbers there.
All right. That's it for this fight. Let's go to the next one. Okay, so we're now on the 26th of October, which is a Monday. So we wrapped up Sunday. This is a day that was kind of controversial. Not a lot of fights in this, so I think this might be the only one. There might be 1 or 2 fights that we'll highlight from today, or from this day. But this is when the mids didn't have a BG, Alps didn't have a BG, Hibs decided to run, and we're at a fight at Bold right now, and you've got IRC, Creeper, and then maybe another group or 2 of Albs that are kind of being carried by IRC and Creeper's groups. So I'm going to just go ahead and flip through this real quick, and we'll just look at some of the things. This is more about what the Hibs did wrong here instead of what the Alps did wrong. So you can see we got a ton of siege set up, which honestly isn't probably helping a whole lot. Finally start getting some power here. When you got IRC in a keep like this, the last thing you want to do is fight like this. None of this is productive because they're just going to end up assisting you down 9 times out of 10. You need to pull them out of the keep. It's the only thing you can do.
We all got a Paladin.
And I'm on a Mauler tonight too, which means I am desperate for power.
Yeah, they're gonna wait until we rush in before they hit it. Door's about to go down, guys, at 3.
Just gonna scoot through this real quick.
There you go.
Get people out, the door's open.
I had to egg you right when we're visible.
Move closer to the gate.
You ran in guards to the east, that's gonna be clear. There's 2 like scouts out there in the corner, aren't you?
SOS in, guys.
One shot.
Okay, so this is okay. Albs are trying to hold. This is not IRC, I would imagine. I don't think IRC is up here. I could be wrong, but I'm fairly certain that is not a name of IRC, an IRC player, or somebody from Creeper's group. But this is okay. What Albs are doing
Just
here.
in.
Oil just pouring.
Go, 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 go! Yeah.
Traps, holy shit.
Oh my god, trap.
Yes!
So what happened? I kind of skipped through that, but
Just pouring.
Go,
let's
go,
watch it one
go,
more time.
Go, go!
So this would appear to be traps, but I am not exactly sure. So this is so interesting. This is the way the game works, right? Like, my health is not updated, right? If I freeze frame here, like, I'm still alive here, but I'm dead over here. And I've lost all my buffs. Which is super funny.
Traps, holy shit.
Oh my god, traps.
Yes!
Now see, I don't think this was traps. Looking back on it now, I'm fairly certain this does not look like trap damage to me. This looks like just a bunch of PBAE. This is the one time, at least in recent memory, where Alb PBAE worked because they had so many. And I think there is maybe some IRC or Creeper on either side of this.
Traps, holy shit.
Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, look at Adit, right? Parox, yeah. Yeah, Rigor Mortis, yeah. These are traps.
Yes!
Pretty decent folks here.
Egg inside.
Egg!
Okay.
Not outside the oil. What the hell is that?
And you have Sanshin, which is casting back by the inner.
Okay, get back to the tower! Get back to the tower! Recall!
There's a bunch of us in.
Bunch in.
Yeah, a bunch of us are up top.
Well, what are you waiting for? Egg people up?
Trying.
Inquis egg was up top.
This is just going to be an absolute nightmare here. I'm desperately trying, so I've popped everything that I possibly can. I'm using the Mauler ability to try and reduce cast times. It's like an AoE. I'm trying to get some kind of positional off, I think, is what I was trying to do. Yeah, I'm trying to get a side stun off on this Akanu. It's not happening.
Got it!
Well, I wasn't, this is not a positional. Okay. That wasn't either.
Fuck, are we not killing this fuck?
And now I'm dead.
IRC and Creeper, you can kill him.
Yeah, I've twiffed the oil door area.
Back to the east tower?
So all of these hibs running this way isn't going to do you any good. I mean, I don't... Maybe instinctively you're trying to find another cubby, but in reality, the best thing you could have done was to... Best thing we could have done was to jump off. That was
Right
problematic.
to the east tower.
I'm down.
I'm recalling.
Yeah, this is not good. Got
Yeah, you-
two fucking hacking group.
We're not going to... We won't pay too much attention to that here. Alright, I recalled.
Same. Called.
Giant and mental, have you recalled?
Looked like the window positioning was wrong on that, sorry. Alright, so let's skip through this fight here. Alright, so
Can't even get
at
in
this
darn
point in the
door because
fight,
someone-
the Albs are... That group is pushing in against the tower. They've jumped
Put a
out and they're
ram
now
in it.
pushing in.
Tap, where are you at? Are you resable?
I'm on the.
They're all up front right now.
What the oil?
Power oil?
Cover inside, guys.
I had something in my eye. I was trying to
It
fix.
just released me to
You're on the
the
gate. 8%.
That's fine.
battle. Got to 84, 83.
Set up at the bottom.
So
And
I'm doing my best here.
I'm
But-
following the roof.
They're gonna
I'm not-
smack the roof with siege. Yeah.
Oh, I thought they made it to where Siege was not supposed to interrupt you now. How the fuck did we all get
And
messed
I'm
up here?
and I'm this is the other thing. I need to pay more attention. I am at this point double deadhead. Even though one of them's fading, I still got one up for a minute. I'm not doing any damage. 188? I don't care what kind of resist you have. Maulers don't do 188 damage. I'm double deadhead, and I should have cured that before I even went out on this balcony to fight.
If you're on the front of the tower, you're getting
Guys,
over the
bottom. Let's go.
Capcom.
Yes, that's it.
Rip your subquad down.
All of us fucking hitting it. It's fucking bullshit that he's not.
There we go.
In con. Fight the bomb. Half hook.
So once again, I've dropped. I'm trying to reduce the cast time
Yama
on
has
them
no
down
powers.
here. I stunned this one here.
Hook.
There you go.
Don't follow him. Don't follow
Probably
him. Stay
stun
inside.
immune still.
Inconu.
And now I'm in a bad spot.
The stair. Inconu.
Right, I should
Haley
not be.
buffs
I
her
should not be on that
Haley.
stairway. That's not a good spot for me to be on.
Got dark, you're in a lot of damage.
And we need. There needs to be a
Disease,
stun
guys.
on him.
Disease,
He fight-
please.
And
Where's
disease.
all the hips?
Got a disease. Thank
There you
you.
go.
Good disease. Ikanu, first floor. There we go. Next Ikanu. Thank you. Come again.
Half hook. Oh, switching targets. Avalon and Lord.
Yep, Avalonian on the right. And I've now wiped my power out. I don't have enough power now to drain power. I don't have enough power to cast a power tap. At this point, I should be power leaking. But I'm not even doing that. This was not a good moment for
God,
me.
did you not recall?
I'm just standing here
Have it.
because I don't know what else to do.
Okay.
There's a lot of things I can do on a Mauler, and I'm not doing it right now.
Fire tap.
Watch out, Baker. Oh, shit. Well, if you guys get diseased, y'all gotta back off a smidge. I can't heal and undisease you guys.
I'm stunned. I can't even fucking move. Half ogre. Fire tap. Half ogre.
Great job on this tank. Great job.
Get people
There we go.
out
There
there.
we go. There we
slam.
go. Fryer here.
Brand-
The fuck are you doing? That's what I was thinking. I don't
Hold
really
on.
understand that.
Hold it, guys. Hold it. Recover. Get people up.
And
We're
again,
wiping them out
Baker's
front.
up.
at this
Trying
point,
to
I'm tab targeting because I'm trying to use this ram as a line of sight
Disease,
break.
guys out front. Please don't forget to disease your targets out front.
I'm just looking
That's
for
the most
targets that have
important thing
very
you do.
little
Casters,
health
go
left
balcony.
to try and finish them off. That's pretty much what I'm doing here.
Casters, go balcony.
Pulling back. Sheesh. I don't know how we recovered there, but I'll take
Yeah, no shit. Where are you dead, Tap?
on the wall.
Targeting from here, but I don't have 4,000 range.
So skipping ahead now.
Ready,
Again, we're in the
tanks?
same
We're gonna push out.
situation. Guys, get your stuns off on these targets that are running close, okay? Come on.
Get ready.
Towers at 86.
What the?
Pushing out, pushing out!
And now I have no power. Not managing my power.
They're like almost all casters.
Yeah, they are.
It's all elves
Yep.
here.
This push doesn't make a whole lot of sense, in my opinion.
We can clear an opening. I'm gonna go up there and res
Fuck.
tap.
Okay, so we're skipping ahead to the part of this fight where we push into the inner here. So let's watch and let's analyze and go from there.
Need a bard to go in first.
The phase shift is still down.
The bard to go in, guys. Face shift, bard, go in. Let's go. Get this
I'm not a
shit down
bard,
already.
but I'm
Nobody's
probably going in first.
No, now fucking listen.
We got one going.
Okay, so best part to set up in a keep. This side, right here. This whole area, particularly behind me, to the right of the door, because you have this line of sight break here, which works really well. And you've got all this open area where, I mean, generally speaking, I'm on a tune that can AoE. But in this case, I can at least pick targets. Also notice that I've got a full bar of power, which is going to bode pretty well for me.
Pyre's going up. He's going.
Everybody push up. Everybody push up. Push up. Push up.
He's at the Lord Room now.
So there's a lot of pressure here. I'm already out of power, right? But there's a lot of pressure here because I'm doing a lot of damage to folks that normally don't get this kind of damage done to them without being interrupted in some way, shape, or form. So you can see that they're already squirreling a little bit. Now, this is one of the best groups in the game, right? But you've got all these hibs pushing up. I'm doing damage. Presumably other people here next to me are doing damage to Jack Skellington. I don't know why this looks like a cleric might be here. I guess they're single target healing. Maybe they're doing other things. I'm not sure what's going on there. But in any event, they're going to start to squirrel, and you're going to watch the push here, and it's going to happen. This is all going to happen really quick.
Sure.
Rip, you're too far for.
Fuck, guys.
I'm gonna
Hit
die.
these fuckers.
I can't even fake.
So you do have some albs holding this the balcony here, but they're not doing a very good job.
Shit.
I'm not entirely sure what Yama's doing in that back corner.
AoE. Let's go.
And you had a bunch of PBA try and come over here. Almost killed me. Came very close.
Need to AoE that shit. Come on. Push him back
But
in.
now they're done.
Can we get an egg or something?
This tank.
Why don't you exit someplace safe instead of the middle of the damn stairs in a storm?
What you get, buddy?
I'll take it.
I just died that same spot a second.
I'm not sure why I'm
I
still
know.
here, though. I'm not sure why I'm
At least
hanging
you're
out in the middle
inside,
of all
not
this.
outside.
I was inside when I died, so
Frankly,
At
these
least you got
these
an egg.
these hibs should be somewhere else. We should all be somewhere else. This is not a good
Need more AoEs, guys.
moment for us
AoEs.
here.
If you're
We're just
outside,
sitting
be
waiting.
careful. The casters are assisting on each other.
AoEs down. Push up.
Push up, the bombs are down.
AoE power tapping. I'm the nearest target I can.
Arlington.
Jack.
That's my static on
I
him.
didn't. I can't rest.
Keep killing him. Keep pushing. Keep pushing up. Keep pushing up.
Trouble now.
Keep pushing. Lost a lot there. Push in. Push in. Push in.
Got an ST. I'm gonna drop it in the Lord Room.
I just
Come
went
on.
straight in for it.
Fighting the Lord.
I need a guard clear bottom floor, please. I can't heal my group. Guard clear down here. You can't miss me. I'm right next to the stairs.
And now I'm in an ST.
Fighting in the Lord Room. Let's go, guys. Push in. Need some help.
I got a wizard that's smacking me to try and interrupt my
guys,
cast.
let's go.
Nobody's fucking listening.
We're in, Teddy. I mean, Jedi. We're in.
Power tapping.
We're
Power tapping
fighting.
as well.
Power tapping the clump.
They're dropping.
Same
They're
here.
dropping.
Dropping
die.
two.
Jack, get Jack.
I'm on him.
Get Jack!
people
Get
up.
Jack!
Sweetie Jack. He's the Jack.
Get people up.
They're going oil. They're going inner oil. So I'm gonna skip back to this part, but we're 44:20, and I just want to go back and just point out some ST drops here in the very beginning of this fight.
Bottom floor, please. I can't heal my group. Guard clear down here.
So not a good spot for STs. I don't care who you are on what side. STs in the middle of the Lord Room do you absolutely no good
You can't miss
whatsoever.
me. I'm right next to the stairs. Thank you.
Fighting in the Lord Room. Let's go.
All of the STs, I mean, you've got a couple tanks here, but I mean, in reality, it's still not doing a whole lot of good. You've got the entire Hibzerg off to this entry door. And you've also got all your Icers, right? And all your PBAers off on this entry door to the Lord Room. Why you're dropping your STs and wasting them all in the center,
Oh, guys,
I don't really
push
understand.
in. Keep killing them.
We're falling.
So
Check the roof. Check the roof.
here we are up on the
Working
roof.
the roof. Working the roof.
Got the roof.
And
Keep
there's a lot
killing
of
'em.
free casting going on. That was a terrible
Good.
spot for me to be in. Why I'm picking Arlington as a target, I don't know.
Go back to Italia.
Okay, so we're now on to the 27th, which is Tuesday, and this is the first real fight of the night. There was a small skirmish before this with Albs at the Hib Maze, but I didn't really think it was worth showcasing. But here we are. We're aware that that there's a couple of mid groups that are pushing through the mid-mile gate, and we're giving chase, and let's watch what happens.
The mile gate.
I might blow up again. Oh, they're running away.
Ooh. So where have we seen this before? IRC, running away from the Zerg. What do you think is going to happen next? Take a wild guess.
They're gone. They're gone. Oh, it's IRC.
It is. Oh,
Watch what happens.
Yeah, we don't want to mess with
Ah, okay, so Frosh,
Mid Zerg is incoming. Mid Zerg is incoming.
Alright,
get in, set up.
Get in.
Gates open.
Okay, so this is good, right? Plenty of opportunity. Plenty, that's a terrible arrow. Plenty of opportunity for the Hib
Setting up
to get
first.
set up. Yep. Now, I'm going to Mauler, so this is not going to go well for me, regardless of what happens. But I'm going to try and get on an assist train. We don't have Dance in the group, so I don't have my usual MA. I'm kind of lost at this point. But let's see how the fight progresses. from
Setting
here.
up.
Get ready.
Putting up on the bottom.
AoE. I need some AoE. Yes, on the bottom.
And
They're coming right for it.
Pushing. They're pushing hard.
So this was a very good
Hold the
push.
bottom floor
Very
as much as
good
you can.
push. We had nothing here set up to hold him. And now we've got a totem.
Two up top.
Oh, you
Now we took the tower. They've been trapped inside.
Clear out this bottom floor quick. Before
Most
they
of their tanks are fighting on the inside
We have any.
and are not focused on the door.
AoE,
mocking the bottom floor.
champion.
There's nothing I can do.
Four
right
on the
now.
roof.
Pet on me.
I'm pretty much useless at this point. I should probably just be meleeing
Static
stuff.
on him on the bottom.
And I should
Close
not
in on the
be,
roof.
certainly should not be that
They're closed
close
in on the bottom floor.
to the
Let me
first
get
floor.
The bottom floor cleared out.
I want to come down out of the roof.
Not my best moment here.
Thank you.
Get some Zephyrs or some shit on the roof. Get these guys off.
I'm coming. I'll help peel.
I am
Pull off the
power
roof.
steering everybody.
Pull off the roof and come down to the bottom floor and clear out the bottom floor.
I buff up. Big heals on me, dude. They're targeting me now.
Got you.
Oh, I'm buffed. I'm AoE sharing them.
8 low on power. Careful, guys.
Alright, I'm pull out.
Here's somebody calling.
Why I'm
targets or
still
assisting
meleeing
on
at this
anybody.
point, I don't know. I really, like, think about this for a second, right? I've got full power. There's no interrupts here. There's 1, 2 mids, 3 mids up here. I really should be casting. I'm not sure why I'm still trying to get a... I'm just in this, like, I'm just going to get a positional off mindset. Not really effective.
Troll at the stairs.
On the stairs.
Oh, it's
They
leaguing
hold the
up
Lord
top. It's leaguing up top.
Very
You gotta find their heals. You can't kill the top.
Their heals are probably out front.
We're doing a ton of damage to them. They just need a disease up here.
Heals on side and back. Heals on side and back.
anchor in the back?
Heals are on side and back. Careful, they're jumping off and killing our healers in the back.
Ooh.
They're jumping up and down.
Why are our healers in the back?
Oh,
to jump off the
IRC's
roof.
with them. IRC's with them. Fucking carrying the mid BG.
The roof is lost. Don't bother. Don't bother. Roof is lost.
Have they opened the door back up yet?
Miss Frost off.
No, can we get an egg?
Yeah, where do you want the egg?
So I'm just at this point trying to
Troll.
get rebuffed and
Troll
get
blue.
some power and some health and try and figure out what my next move is.
How am I so?
Please don't anchor on the back. Please don't anchor on the back.
Get away
He's
from the
fucking
edge.
right. There's nowhere to go then.
Xusha's Norseman.
And for the record, there is actually, I mean, not that being on the back really helps you see this, but there is a lot of area to free cast here.
Back in the troll. I'm back in the Lord room.
So this is one of the things that I keep talking to Legan about. Being out here, being a BG leader, you really should not be out here. You should be inside. The fight's not out here. You're creating the fight out here. Most of the fight is going on inside. And you can't call the fight effectively if you're out here with two or maybe one or two other people assisting you. He needs to be on a Scald, or he needs to be on a healer, or he needs to be on some other kind of backline class that has, free mobility through the fight. I don't know if they win or lose this fight, but regardless, this is not an ideal setup for the mid BG.
Frosty.
Just constantly interrupted.
Constantly interrupted.
Is there anywhere that's safe to go at the moment?
The front, oil level.
Front oil level? Okay, trying.
This is looking okay so far. The spam's not looking great, but
so many fucking
at least out on the balcony, you would think everything is looking okay. I think the story is, though, on the inside, it's much, much worse. Because we're all now pushed out to the balcony. There's really nothing left. Yeah, I mean, look through here. So, looking through the window, right, there are mids that are now climbing up. I think the roof is pretty clear at this point, but I don't know if the mids know that or have communicated that throughout the BG. So you got most of the mids that are moving up, and all of the Hibs are just sitting on the balcony.
Skill of IRC.
Well, I mean, they're carrying the mid BG right now. We're getting wiped because of them, so just hold. For the record, I think I was wrong in that call. I don't think the IRC was carrying the mid BG in this fight. I actually think the mids got a great hit on us up front. The push was great. That initial push with tanks up to the roof really screwed us. I don't think that was IRC. It looked like that was Legan and company. IRC's definitely doing some damage here, but I don't think they won this fight. Looking back on it now, I really don't think IRC carried them. So whatever I'm about to say, I retract my statements. Hold the front if you can.
Keep trying, guys. Keep trying.
Guys, please don't look over the edge if you're not intending to cast. Don't get fucking curious.
Definitely interrupting, getting us interrupted.
English is a problem sometimes. Yeah, and the fight's over at this point. We're just I don't even know what I'm doing here. We're holding. I guess I'm. No, we're not.
Everybody on oil level is dead now. Use an egg if we got one.
Watch your blue gains and stuff and your 50 pots because they were buff sharing and they took one
Well,
away.
they cheered.
Shit out of
That stuff shouldn't get sheared. Yeah, for the record, that stuff does not. That's a bug. It should not be sheared ever. You are 50% and bug pots should never get sheared in the game. End of story.
Oh, everything gets sheared.
Didn't you read that?
No, everything does not get sheared. Pendragon bracers don't get sheared. Buffs that you cast on yourself do not get sheared, and the 50% or the bug pots or the any of the RP bonus pots do not, or BP or XP bonus pots. I believe those are included. Don't get sheared.
Not the Bugain, not the 50%.
Fuck
Okay.
bullshit, honestly.
Well, I get why people are super frustrated in this fight, but the mids had a great hit in the beginning. So anyway, on to the next one. So here's the next fight. We are at the Alb Y. We are trying to figure out where the mids are. You can see that there is a hammer over EVCK, so we're pretty sure that they're in the area, but I don't think we understand what direction they're coming from, and we're going to go ahead and try and get a good hit on them.
You know,
I didn't hear any unfamiliar.
that if they're smart enough to play this game and cheat, they're smart enough to spoof their IP and get right back in Discord.
There you go. Get ready.
Okay. I don't know what happens. I can't remember what happens with this fight, but I mean, look at all of these people. Look at all this behind, and I'm fairly certain there's some more mids behind this way. That's bad news bears, because you've got at least a group, if not maybe two, from here back that's not with the primary clump. And that can be a good thing depending on who these folks are. If these folks can figure out that there's ink and pull off to the side and try and flank, great. I don't think that they're that attentive, and I think it shows in a minute. Here we go. Yeah, there's some more mids here too. Nice.
The back.
Yeah, heading southeast.
So those folks are dead immediately, right?
They don't need to see us.
Ooh, there's some lag
Troll
happening.
in the back.
I told you guys were coming down the hill on.
And as you can see, I've switched to an Eld because the Mauler was not working.
Okay, speed warp down, guys. We're here fighting. Let's
And
go.
we're gonna pull to the north.
So this is looking pretty good so far, right? You've got a good chunk of mids here. Most of the core mids are here. Most of the mids are pushed up, right? I mean, this guy's like way out there. This guy does not want to fight. He's like, I'm just a spectator. I'm just eating my popcorn, hanging out, watching this fight. I mean, in reality, and then you got, I don't know what's going on over here. We're going to have to keep an eye out. I'm pretty sure those are Hibs. But yeah, this guy's just like not interested in fighting it. This guy's way out there too.
Falcon.
Also, this guy is like, doesn't really, this guy right here is like, meh, whatever.
Start assisting on targets, please.
Look at, I'm sorry, I hate to keep pausing it, but look how many casters. So you got this clump here that's not really doing a whole lot. These folks are doing pretty decent work here. This guy's really dedicated. And then you got some tanks up here that appear to be alone. Tank here, tank here. There's a couple here. One here. One here. Right, but like there's most of the BG is still too far away from the fight. Like they're in it, but they're not really in it.
Baker is MA for the tank route.
Walk into the backfield.
Yep. I'm assisting you, Frosh. I'm assisting Frosh.
Frost off.
Lots of the hammers.
Okay, so this is a good sign. You got some that are pushing around to the side. These guys are way out of the fight. So the Hibs have moved, right? The Hibs are back here. And you've got the mids that are over here. And some of them, you can see some are starting to run, right? That guy maybe is running in the right way. But these guys are way too far behind. This is your core, like, never pushers, right? Who are just kind of hanging out in the back and not really doing much of anything. Meanwhile, you got folks up here that are fighting like crazy, right?
Changing to the wharf.
And the Hibs are doing a very good job, I think, of extending in this fight, at least up until this point. And look at the Hibs here. I mean, the Hibs are just totally annihilating that tank train. You also have way too many mids up here that are still not pushing. These guys are starting to make a little bit of a move up. This guy's doing a good job. But in reality, like, you got a whole back line of Hibs here that are just kind of doing whatever they want.
Being trained on. I'm down.
Same here. Yep, being trained on as well.
Start kiting them to the north.
They're moving north.
Need a warp down.
They're flanking us on two sides here.
Oh. Yeah. So these mids here, phenomenal job. Came around Bunny Hill, ended up here. These guys are all doing a phenomenal, phenomenal job.
Troll in the back. I keep moving north.
Just speed warp at the top of the hill, please.
Cobalt at the top of the hill.
IRC is with them.
Yes, they have.
Of course they are.
They
Yep.
were there before.
I pull off, keep heading north.
So at this point, I'm AoE DD snaring, just trying to slow down the progression, the advancement of that, especially those tanks that are in the front. I'm gonna do a small stutter.
It happens.
But that's it. The fight's over. We lost that fight. And I think primarily, looking back on it now, primarily it was because of that flank that hit us from the side. I think there was a group or two that hit from the side that did a much, it was a much needed push, and kind of hit us by surprise.
That's a lot.
So that went well. Yeah, that's a metric fuck ton.
It is.
All right, that fight's over. I believe I end up getting on a boat and getting away. Yep. All right, so let's go ahead and move to the next fight. Nice job, Mitz. So after that last Milegate fight, I took a boat all the way from over here at the East Docks down. I'm pretty sure that I jumped here, and then I swam alone all the way over here, and then this is where... So the next fight is at Hib Tower right now. But literally a continuation from the last fight. The mids went from here right over to HT. They're trying to, at least, I think they're about to engage HT, and I have swam around trying to meet up with the Hibs that are actually inside. They released, rebuffed, and ported back in.
Oh, they're on there.
Yeah, they're on the door.
Damn, it's coming down quick.
Yeah, there's
This
a
is
shitload
this
of
was
them,
one
but
of my
just do your best,
favorite
guys.
moments
Give
of
'em everything
this
you
week,
got.
I think. One of my absolute favorite moments of this week. So this guy, again, like way out of the fight. I think there's already a Hib on him. This is a Norse that's just... And you can see Hibs are already doing some damage at the tower up here, right? But this guy's just has no idea what the hell's going on with his
I
life.
don't know. Maybe not standing exactly in front of the door, giving
I mean,
them
that
an
would-
anchor would be great.
That person is dead now.
So that's, yeah, it's a ranger there. Oh no, sorry, that's a that's a hunter. Okay, so he's dead. I killed him. Now, I've got kind of an interesting choice here, right? I don't have my rank 5. I have my stealth, but that's not really going to do anything. My little stealth ability from the cloak. So I'm like, there's not much I could do here. But what I think at this point, I'm making a decision about whether I really want to push in or whether I want to try and fight first before I push in. And watch what happens. I just killed two that were out in the backfield here.
Where's my warden? Are you on the roof?
Some of these folks have no
you
hit
guys
points
are out.
whatsoever.
I gotcha.
It's pretty unbelievable how much damage I was able to do to some of these folks.
Cobalt.
You get him.
I don't think
Dwarf.
I can because I'm rooted.
I'm kind of starting to push in now.
There you go. Alright, the tanks are pushing up. Try to hold the bottom floor.
You need to move.
Yeah.
So at this point, I'm thinking to myself, how am I going to be able to get into this tower? And it dawns on me that we've got a bard in the group.
Pull up.
Everybody's pulling up with those tanks.
Pull up to the Lord room.
Lord room, everyone.
Lord room. Everybody's starting to follow the tanks anyway.
Oh, jeez.
Blue troll.
Top of the stairs.
Krema, do you have a sauce
Hold
up?
the top.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Ready? Get ready to launch it. 3, 2, 1. Sauce.
AoE buff
The
shooting
heals
the
were
roof on these
amazing.
tankers.
I'm almost up. Made it to the... Oh, nice sauce. Made it to the roof. Or made it to the second floor. All right, I'm here with Mock.
There's no paid help up there.
I'm not here with Mock. I'm here with Mock in 1 minute.
Lord room's clear. They're not pushing.
Roof has got about
We
4 or
may need
5.
to-
They're getting AoE buff sheared and power tap. Good
We
job.
may need to relocate healers. They have a tank train on the roof.
So the Lord room is
Your heat-
clear right now.
All
Back
right.
of the balcony is safe for your heal.
What's the balcony in general look like?
So I just want to point out how calm we all are at this point, right? There's a lot of screaming in many of the BGs, but I think because we work so well together that we just it's just a ton of communication, which really helps the Hib BG. We all have played together for years, and so it just kind of works at this rate. There's no real screaming. There's no real freaking out. I mean, it's just it kind of just happens.
Clear.
I have to turn my effects off. I can't see shit. There we go.
How's the roof doing?
Shaggy!
Yo, Shaggy. I don't know how Thane's getting line of sight.
Failed again.
Guys, get out of line of sight, please. Get out of line of sight. So this is a real problem, right? This should not be happening. This should not be happening. This is a problem here. Because while you think you're doing somebody a service by trying to rep people, everybody up here is getting completely effed by this guy right here and this guy who seems to be... He's got a bruiser out? Like, what? This is not good. This needs to not happen. This is really bad. Whatever Animus decided to put pets here, not smart at all.
Could be coming in from the door.
You're all sitting down at the bottom.
They're on the balcony now.
All right, we're gonna have to start. Do we have any statics?
4 seconds on.
I already threw mine.
All right.
Static 2 is up.
A diaphragm. So they're on the balcony.
So I got
Get ready to
40
make a
seconds
push.
now
My
for
group,
mock.
I'm gonna sauce you down. We need to.
I don't know if it's going to be enough.
Clear this before they
We'll see.
push up into the Lord room. Front of the balcony.
Front of the balcony, clear it.
Stand
Diaphragm.
back.
Remember, they got a bunch of tanks on the roof too.
Yeah, they do.
They still?
Yeah,
On the first floor of the oil.
We need to get down and kill their healers.
Let's
They're just
go.
gonna
I'm ready with this.
ready. I'm
Troll.
saucing us down in 3.
We're
2,
still fighting on the balcony.
1. Go downstairs and kill their healers. You're never gonna kill those.
Pushing
fucking
with
fools.
shit on.
Alright,
Why
Shaggy.
is the turn not
Static on the
working
bottom
for-
floor, please.
Okay, we're going. We're going. Let's go.
Cobalt.
ST is down. I need big heals on Shaggy.
Coming up.
Next Cobalt. I'm pulling out.
They seem to be running.
Dwarf.
Yeah.
They are.
Keep pushing them. Keep pushing them
And
out.
just running into PBAE there was great. Push into the door
They're
to the
coming,
left
they're
corner.
pushing on the second floor, guys.
That's fine. That's fine. Everybody should be on the bottom floor. Everybody, come down to the bottom floor.
And I'm stuck in an ST
We're
that's
pushing.
not a
Push
friendly
them
static on the
out.
left side. Okay, pushing out, yeah.
Yes, push out on them.
Okay, most of them are to the left.
They're pushing left.
Balcony and a couple inside.
Cobalt. Frosty.
I don't know what I'm doing so far out.
Still have a couple on the roof, 2 or 3.
I
Actually.
think there's a chance for me to correct here. Legan's on me now, thinking he's going to get a
Their healers
kill.
are pulling away. Clear up.
Frost
Clear
off.
up. They're trying to get on the wall. Clear everything up around the keep.
They jumped off the roof.
IRC's jumping and moving.
Bulls running.
So not bad. Those STs that were in the back, whoever the mids that dropped those is like catch as many hibs as you can while you're on our way. Not a terrible Wilsoning tactic.
Oh, I see them to the north on the mile gate.
Yeah, they're on the mile gate.
Hi, Frank.
There is
We're not-
quite a few behind the tower.
We need to clear everything up at the tower first. Keep them overextended.
At this point, I'm just trying
Do
to
not
rough
push
them.
to the gate yet.
And then I notice for the first time all of these casters up top, and I'm like, oh shit. Oh my god, there's
Hide.
a lot here on the gate. Yeah.
Yeah, don't push to the gate yet.
Frost off in the back.
Is our gatehouse closed?
Yes.
No, tower's
Oh, is it?
All right,
Ooh la la.
everybody.
So I'm
meet
just
up out
assisting
front.
on everything that's
there's
coming out.
lots.
There's some behind the tower.
Moving to the back of the tower.
What the fuck?
Clear back first.
Frost off.
Yeah, yes, clear everything around the tower first.
We have L group to our south, to the right side of the tower in the granny.
That's
Just letting you know.
Our tower's clear.
Don't chase the
They're
owl.
gonna just giving you a visual.
Okay.
Is the back of the keep clear?
Yeah, keep us
They're
clear.
jumping.
Oh, come on.
Barring the door.
I was very frustrated here.
Get that
There we go.
reset
Got
speed
the kill
warp
at least.
to the knee, so
There we go.
get out with my pet.
Operator, where are you? I can't face you. It says you're too far away.
All right. And that's the fight.
Wow, 15,000 bonus.
Not awful. All right. On to the next one. So here we are a little bit later. We're set up in MT. We know the mids are coming. And then something happens, we'll see, that causes us to push out.
I'm not getting any messages. They all charged. Don't pull too far through the gate. Get to the walls. Get
Ah.
to the walls.
Okay, so the mid Zerg was coming up from the mid Y up to the mid mile gate. And some of them pushed through and some of them didn't.
From the window.
Oh, see, this is like...
There's a couple up on the wall.
Yep, there's a couple on the wall.
Get DMAG on that roof.
Why are you resisting everything?
It's alright, Dark. Get to the
That's your
walls. Get to the
grooves.
walls. They're not leaving. They're just turning around down on the bottom. Just get on the walls. Get on the walls. Don't push too far. You're gonna overextend. They're gonna turn around and come back.
Get these warps down.
Yeah, we could use a warp.
Okay, so what's happening here? I see a lot of confusion, right? I see this lateral moving back and forth instead of picking a direction or coming towards us. There's a lot of like squirreling that's going on here.
On a war.
All right, push. Now push. Now push a little bit.
Oh, sorry, there we go. Screen was all messed up. Okay, so this is interesting now. You've got Legan's group, maybe Legan's group and a half, 2 groups that are here. You've got IRC here. And then, like, I mean, how small do I make the text? Like, all the way in the back here. All the way. This guy, hi. You can't, you can't flank on your own, bud. That's not how it works. But you got all these folks down here that are, like, not with the BG leader. And they're not with IRC, and they shouldn't be with... Nobody should be with IRC anyway. IRC is probably best being on their own. So there's this effort to try and flank, and, like, that's good, right? He's probably saying, I would guess, everybody push up and to the left from his side. But, like, there's stuff going on back here that I just don't... I'm going to lower it and make this a little smaller. That I just don't understand. Right? And you'll see what happens as a result.
Defrag. Yeah, bull.
Because the Hibs, look at the Hibs. Hibs here. Hibs over here. Hibs back here. Ishii all alone in the back. You got, I mean, there's so much stuff happening here. There's Hibs all over the place, super well spread out. And because there aren't,
Keep
there's
those
not
targets up, Frosh. Keep them up.
Don't push too deep, tanks.
not a concerted push on behalf of the mids. Right, and at this point, I am tab targeting anything I can get my hands on. Still, look at these mids back here that are just not like what is there's one here. What is going on here? This guy's a little bit further back. This guy's not really doing anything productive. This guy's still on his own.
Speed warp stack.
And if I just go back a tick, right? Just watch this.
Got a lot of the backfield interrupted.
There are people back here that aren't doing anything. I mean, these guys, I don't know if they're getting mezzed or what, but they're just not doing anything at all.
IRC's taking us in the backfield.
IRC's not taking you in the backfield, Wicked. That's not true. This is not the backfield. This is IRC, right? That's Wicked, treasonous. That's not the... So just a small criticism of some calls here, right? This is the backfield. This is the backfield. I'm hesitant to even call this the backfield. I mean, I almost want to call like this being up front in the fight. Like this is the backfield. This is not the backfield. Watch treasonous here. Those targets up, Frosh. Keep them up.
Don't push too deep, tanks.
North. The north.
Just watch what happens.
A lot of the backfield interrupted.
So you got a couple of tanks here, right over here. You got Casino, who's it's Crash on Blade Master. But this is a push group. They're pushing. And frankly, IRC would have kicked ass and taken names had the mids back here gone with them. Right? Although a minute ago I just said that they shouldn't push with IRC, and really they shouldn't. They should be pushing, but they should be pushing somewhere. Had IRC pushed up like this, right, which they're doing, and Legan pushed like this, which he did, and all these people went with Legan, fight would have been over. We would have wiped.
Speed warps down.
We would have absolutely wiped.
The backfield.
Troll.
Yep, I got him diseased.
Everyone on this troll.
Okay. So you've got mids over here fighting, super spread out over here, right? There's no unified thing that's going on here. IRC's pushing one way, Legan's pushing another. Both are good calls, but nobody's with them. Nobody's backing them up. Everybody's just completely lost.
Cutting down.
Why? Why? Right. My point exactly. That's bullshit. Come on.
Roll in the backfield.
So
He's
IRC is
diseased,
now
he's
wiping.
diseased.
Oh, he's just,
Diseased.
yep, forget him. Forget him.
Just leave him.
Okay, let's look at what's happening here. Mids. Not awful. Large quantity of mids on both sides. I'm not concerned about this hole in the middle or over here or over here. Doesn't matter. This is good. This is a good setup, right? But watch what happens.
Bot on our
Shag,
right side.
back.
Right.
You got people squirreling over here. People with their backs turned to the fight. Watch this group.
Got you.
Push him to the right. North
Rooted interrupted.
Oh,
Left side's
clumsy.
wide open too. So let me just scoot back a little bit. So you got mids that are, some mids are trying to push up this way. They have no support. This entire side now, as people start migrating this way, is open.
Norseman.
Left side's wide open. And what are they up against? This is a zone wall. Hibs are here. Hibs are here. They're moving into the funnel. Look at that. So Hibs are here. Hibs are here. Mids are moving in. And what are they? All of this is zone wall. They got nowhere to go. They're running to
Open
their,
to
they're
left
running,
side.
They're running to their death.
Big hole in the left.
Bang.
I haven't watched this video beforehand ahead of time. I'm just like calling it like I'm seeing it
moving
right now.
from RR5.
So now I've rotated around, right? And I might be the only one. There might be a couple other hibs that come with me here. But again, all these mids are doing the wrong thing now. What Legan did, that initial push coming around into the fight was smart. That was good. It had the mids followed. Because IRC eventually moved up in the middle. But that's not what happened. IRC pushed after he did. IRC was still in the back. Nobody pushed with Legan, and now there's this huge gaping hole here that enables us to come around.
Frost off.
And I don't know, these guys were out, I think, fishing or something, and got back late. Or their bus was, not on time. I don't know what's going on here. But all these mids now are dying.
Frost off.
All of these mids are going to die here in the next 15, 20
This is
seconds.
the west. And southeast.
Because of these hibs
Frost
here.
off. They're dropping over here.
All these
Big
hibs
AoEs on the right. They're fucked.
circling
Push
me.
on the, yeah, they're
That's
dying
it.
on the right hand side. They're running.
Yep,
They're
yep,
running.
We're pushing them. We're pushing
They're
them.
down on the left.
They're in full retreat here. Now,
taking them.
nice job. Here's the deal, right? They can try and back out, but that's the only path they have to Wilson. And so for the folks that didn't quite make it over to the zone wall, or are not ahead far enough to not be targets because we're focused on these guys, right? These guys are all going to die. Guys, keep it up.
Next Cobalt.
Lost that. I missed.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, Frost off.
Can we get you anything else,
We're gonna want to defend on this next fight.
Yeah, you can bring us some Taco Bell.
So how is it possible that I'm getting erupted by
I'd like an
get
iced tea, please.
zapped when they haven't hit me once?
She just brought me dinner. See? I
They
told
did
you,
77 damage. Okay, never mind. I take it all back.
Teddy. Damn it. Damn it, woman.
So that's pretty much the end of the fight there. A lot of opportunities for mids to improve. All right, on to the next one. Next fight, and we're at the Alb Y. The mids are coming from the north to the south, and we're coming up on them. I don't think we know exactly what's going on yet. We're kind of just hanging out and having a good time, and then somebody spots the mid BG.
It hurts their blades.
Listen, do you want me to work on the door or take out speed warp?
Yes.
Speed warps.
I have both.
Door ain't going nowhere.
Jedi would be ashamed of you.
I don't think
There they are.
Here we
There
go.
they are.
Immediate 180.
Heading southwest.
Warp
Heading
down.
Southwest. They don't see us yet.
Okay.
They
Now
split.
they do.
Back up on
Oh boy. Okay. So here's the Zerg. Let's see what direction they take at this point.
There they go.
Pull them back
to Y. Funnel them.
Okay, so improvements. Mids, flanking. Is it really an improvement, though? You got IRC pushing, because they're pretty confident in their heals. And all these folks just stopped. They just stopped.
Pulling them back.
They're not moving. You can see that the Hibs are already trying to pull. Mids aren't moving.
Pulling them back to the
And meanwhile, what's this group doing again? Flanking, great, all by themselves.
Yeah, we're gonna have to pull him a little bit.
And now this is a problem because Legan's gonna, I would guess he's gonna die because he's way overextended.
The high ground.
I don't know, we'll see. He might have really good heals. Let's see what happens. Okay, so there's been a bit of an improvement. There are less mids now out in the back. That's good. That's a good sign.
Pulling back a little.
Ah, the mid tank train. Tank train that's on the left-hand side. Very good. Mids are doing a great job here pushing up. Actually, this is a significant improvement. You've got all those mids. Again, you still got some that are a little bit... They got the news late that everybody else was leaving. We'll just chalk it up to lag. But these mids here, great job moving up. Even this guy. Look at this guy. He's like, hey, what's going on? He's doing a great job. He's looking this way. He's casting on me and some of the other folks. Look, I mean, this guy's getting hit, right? It's good. Look at that.
Their stats.
Very good.
Fuck, they're coming for
IRC's
me.
up front. There's IRC right there, kicking ass, taking names.
Oddballs is coming in behind us to help.
And there's
holy shit,
another
I need
8-man.
heals.
I need heals quick. There we go.
I'm moving east.
All right. Yep.
I need a bodyguard on the.
Can't heal right now.
Oh,
Okay.
shit, I'm going.
Now what happened? Mids are here. Good. Mids are here. Good. Huge clump for an AoE.
Down.
Yeah, we're gonna get wiped here if we don't run.
Yep. We need to start pulling back.
Pulling.
Big heals, big heals, big heals.
Drop warps. Drop a warp.
And then IRC completely wrecks me.
We got warps all the way back.
These guys did great. I stayed too long. I did not pull quickly enough. I was analyzing the situation for far too long and did not do an about face. I was also diseased, which didn't help. I didn't get a cure.
Makes the most sense. If you died, release port back. Go, go, go.
Setting up in tower.
Get in the tower.
Set up.
IRC's still running with them.
Yeah, I keep the tar.
Zoom there.
All right, so let's skip ahead real quick. Getting buffed. Going right back into it. And let's see what happens.
Hold the Lord Room.
I mocked.
I blew
way too early.
that they were here.
I did. I completely wrecked my mock.
ST in the Lord.
Die frame.
Push.
That's not a friendly ST on the back.
They are all over.
Yeah, let them all go to the roof. That's fine.
So, just really quickly, right? You got this guy. I assume that's a bard? It's a bard. Should not be here. That's not a good spot for the bard to be. There's nothing that you're going to be able to do that's going to be at all helpful. You want these guys to come up. And the only thing the bard can do is potentially rupt them. You're essentially, they've already been mezzed out, so, or whatever I don't know whatever this bard is doing, but he's not doing anything productive. We want the mids to come up into the PBAE. That's what you want in a fight like this. You want to wipe as many as you can on the initial push so that you go back down and you kill everything that's left.
On the ST on the dot.
What? I mean, are you CL dotting? Like, that's what it looks like to me. I don't know what this is. Mezzing, CL dotting, I don't know. I don't have my effects on, I don't think. But this is not good. And this is getting us all interrupted. You can see, look. Jaros just got rupted.
They are all over.
Yeah, let them all go to the roof. That's fine.
How are we not killing any guys that are coming up here?
We need to push to the bottom now.
Yep.
Need a Stormlord to move this ST, please. Second floor.
Your tanks are
2
all on the
STs.
top.
Need Stormlords. Come on, let's go. Thank you. Got a second one. So the Stormlord moved the first one. I don't think it expired. Stormlord moved the first one. This one I think exists for far too long. Need this one gone too, please. Stormlord moved the first one and thought, meh, that's enough.
They're coming to the back of the balcony hard.
All right, everybody
Okay.
get ready to push downstairs. Get ready.
Okay. Okay, copy.
Start pushing. 3, 2, 1. All push downstairs. Interrupt. Push the downstairs. There's all just healers down here.
AoE stunned.
Frost off.
And disease too, it looks like.
How's the roof?
I came down the second floor.
They're pushing outside now.
Cobalt.
So I'm just trying to...
They're gonna all kill us here in the Lord
Oh,
room.
come on.
I
Should
said
be
all over the
downstairs.
floor,
He
downstairs.
said everyone downstairs.
Everybody downstairs.
Yeah, well, your heels don't
Hips
always
weren't
have to go
listening.
that way.
Yeah, all. When I say everybody, I mean everybody.
We're holding the basement, Die Frank.
Yeah, but
So I'm still hitting folks. I'm PBAing the front door here, so if
whatever
they
we
jump
can
down.
do.
Big PBA on the front door. So my hope by doing this is that as we go down, mids are going to either jump off. My goal is, my hope is that they're not coming down the stairs, that they're going to jump off and try to come back in through the front door. Or the folks that, since there's so many mids that are still up there that are left, they're going to call for another push, and the mids that end up coming through the front door that were outside end up getting tagged by the PBA. I don't know if that's what happens.
It's only about 5 or 6 in the Lord room if we want to hit it.
Now we'll hold the bottom.
So we've got the first floor here. Most of the hibs are up. I think all of them, maybe. So I don't know why that happened. I'm not sure what that initial wave of mid push was all about, because I don't know why we're still alive here. Because we did a terrible job of holding that Lord room. We should not be alive. My guess is that there's a lot of mids outside that didn't push with that initial wave, and that's why they didn't kill us.
Pushing out.
But it was a very good push. Very good push.
Hit to the left.
You want healers at
This is
Healers-
nuts.
healers
This
can stay
fucking
stuck.
turning. There's something that happened with
Took the tower.
Yeah.
After
So
this,
I was having a significant issue with I was doing, I mouse look with one button and then turn with the other, and I've been having issues, and it's probably just me, but I've been having issues with movement, and there's been situations where I haven't been able to do an about face because I've been panning while or I've been either panning first then turning, or turning first then panning. I don't know, but it's been very weird, and it only happened recently. And I'm still trying to figure out why. But that's what killed me, is I couldn't get turned around fast. Last patch,
All right,
I
get back
can't
upstairs.
turn.
Stubborn and falling.
All right. So finally, right, I think because of a bad call, we should have gone back upstairs.
Troll in the corner here.
But I think because we all came down, everybody who you heard some of the healers saying, we didn't push down. We didn't think that we needed to push down with you. So those folks I think immediately got sandwiched. And there was a call a minute ago that Hibs had the Lord room, that the Lord room was just about empty. And looking back on that fight now, I think the right call would have been for us to go to the Lord room and hold the Lord room. No real lessons from this fight, other than I think the mids could have wiped us the first time if they had all pushed. But they ended up, I think, winning the fight, so what does it really matter? Who cares? All right. That's a wipe. On to the next fight. Two really quick fights here towards the end of the night of the 27th. This first one was at HT. And Oddballs, as you can see, is already pushing out. Oddballs is moving towards the mid-Zerg.
I got
down
the,
the hill.
The right side. I'm going to drop a warp on the right side here.
Just keep yourself at a distance.
Here's my tank. My tank's moving.
They're... Nope, they're coming back.
All right, good. Use this hill to your advantage.
And this was just not a good fight, if I recall, for so many reasons.
Watch our left flank.
I was alone, I wasn't assisting, I was simply trying to rupt on an Eld, a mana Eld. And it wasn't a good call for me. I wasn't in a good spot.
Watch left side, guys, left flank.
I was pretty much alone. My fault. Not my group's fault, my fault.
They do like you.
I moved to the tower. Or toward the
I want to show you their beautiful weapons.
So, and also, the Hibs, frankly...
Big heals on...
Try to extend
I mean, the Hibs are not doing... Let's just go back a little bit. So, this is bad, right? Like, any time that you're getting pushed on and you look like this, it's not going to end well. Thanks for the PR, by the way.
Our Matt too.
Tower.
Get it.
I'm gonna use my PR. Sorry, Twin.
Watch your.
So now we're inside. They're committed. We're inside the tower. My mock is up.
It's at 97.
My purge is
They're
down.
not beating it down that quickly yet. Set up, get ready.
Let's see what happens here.
Right now they are. It's open.
All right. Hold it.
So just for a point of reference, the best place to be is actually not where I am. So if you're PBAing, like right here or right here is where you want to be. You don't want to be, like, behind the door is a little problematic, but you can still do a significant amount of damage. Here's the line where the stair is, right? These are the stairs. And if you're here, just on the edge of the door where you're not in LOS over here or for this side, that's probably the best place to be.
Hold it.
And you can see I'm now starting to shimmy my way over.
The guy is dead.
Would love if somebody has got a spare fop by the front door. That would be amazing. You might not have time, but
Here they come.
here's a small push. More like a big push. It's more like a big
Couple on
push.
Stairs. Right. Go back down.
One on the roof. Sorry.
Yeah, so
The roof catapulted at flash.
okay.
Back of the
Essentially,
balcony.
there's nothing happening. I'm not a big fan of this because, again, like I've said before, you got a funnel here, right? And you're defeating the purpose of the funnel by giving them line of sight. I'd rather either force them to come in through the front door or to be at a particular point where, you know, we know that the numbers have diminished so much that we can push out. Just food for thought. There you go. Because now you see all the Thane hammers. Please, God, guys, get out of line of sight. It's because of those folks in the doorway.
Favors.
And Cat's friend's down on the right side.
Just putting the catapults.
Pulling.
Again, there's a guy with a... We need to get him a new weapon, unless that's a skin. Same guy.
Are they committed to a pull? What are they doing?
What? Okay. This I don't understand based on the fact that they won the last tower fight. This I get. These guys are all... These probably... I mean, I don't know why this guy's looking this way. Everybody else is facing the right direction. My guess is that these guys were all CC'd. But anyway. I think they're trying to pull us
Because
out
they
because
got
they
more
want an open
action
field
with us
fight.
than-
I think that's
Oh
what's
my god,
going on.
are we pushing?
Yeah, push out.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go!
Shit, sorry, I was muted. Yes. Push, push, push.
One group is still at the gate. Watch.
Please take the speed warps down.
Alright, so we're just gonna skip ahead a little bit. And get to the point where we're... There we go. Oh my god, I'm dead. I'm dead. So, they turned, right? Mid's turned. Some are here. I don't know why. But we've got an elevation advantage here, right? There's some down here. I don't think there's any Hibs setting up to flank.
We got fighting to do.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so some of the mid BGs moving this way. You got a tank train up here. Half the mid BGs moving this way. You got these guys who I think we're fishing that are late now. And Legan's down here with his group. So what does that tell you about like a unified push here, right? Like Legan's here. Legan's, I'm sure, calling everybody to push. They should be pushing with Legan. But I think this is a good example for mids, right? Is that you've got half the BG moving this way, half the BG standing still, and about a group and a half of presumably Legan's guild that are moving. I don't know. We'll see. Are they creating a flank?
Push back on us, so get ready.
So now they're mezzed. These guys are, some of them are starting to move. Most of them aren't, and these guys are still moving this way.
Work together.
Now they've turned.
Maybe it's a compliment.
Okay, so this is good. Flank, unified push. Legan's still off onto the left-hand side. This is looking better. Few free casting on the right.
Yeah, there's a few.
I'm mezzed out. I should be mocking here. I don't know if I do.
Freaking, what am I?
Oh, on the right.
Goldie on the right side.
Because I'm completely erupted. Yep, I mocked. Okay.
They're tank training. Watch out.
Yeah,
Yep,
I need to get out of there. I'm done. IRC pushed up on me. Not good enough.
Nope, they got me.
It's just not good enough.
Guess we can still release, huh? And come back.
We sure can.
Healers, come on.
Yeah, this ain't working.
Go back to the tower.
So, how quickly the tables turned here, right? Like, there's a pivotal moment where all of this, right here, actually, it might be just a smidge before. So let's just play through it.
Yeah, I know.
They're gonna push back on us, so get
So
ready.
this is looking really bad right now
Work together.
for the mids.
Maybe it's a comp.
And now, this is where the moment where everything turns. IRC is pushing up. This group is flanking. Everybody, still, this guy is, you know, I don't know what he's doing, but everybody seems to be moving up in this direction. Few free casting on the... I am way too far ahead. I should not be here. I guess on that same note, Frost shouldn't be here either. Here's oddballs who are playing in the front. This is a bad spot for me to be in. And, I mean, in 15 seconds, I'm done. Right?
Yeah, there's a few.
I'm mezzed out.
Fucking things.
I am. Freaking, what am I?
Oh, on the right.
Goldie on the right.
They're just, IRC's just wrecking people
Right
as they run
side.
through. And look at these Hibs. These Hibs are dying.
They're tank training. Watch out.
Yep, I got...
I'm interrupting their backfield.
Not good enough.
Nope, they got me.
It's just not. So let's skip ahead to the next engagement of the fight. At this point, we've ported back in. We're setting back up in the tower.
Much it works.
And they're on the door.
It's working well for them.
They're on the door now.
Traps are back up.
Again, shouldn't be here. These folks should not be here. This is fine. This is fine. I mean, this is not great, but okay.
Set them.
Yeah, this PBA is, that's okay.
They're just gonna shoot catapults again.
Actually, I have to say, Frosh is in a great spot, being right at the corner of that door. That's a really good spot for him to be in.
That's some
Look
of
at them
IRC right there.
blow up when they come in.
doing, Sheila?
That's something else. I mean, this is just a PvA. This is a slaughter fest from a PvA perspective.
Down. Good job. Get in.
So I guess what's happening with some of these tanks up front is they're trying to slam Zoo's disease as people come in through the front door.
On the first floor. Just kill it now. There you go. Nice
I'll
job.
follow him up. We're still holding
I don't know if you really need any sort of
storm.
CC when they come in through the front door. I think the damage is enough from all the PBAers in hindsight.
Cobalt at the door. He's down. Die frame.
Need a cure disease and some stormlords to work on this front door, please. We need storms pushed out of the front area of the tower.
I crossed off inside, heading toward the stairs.
I mean, just look at this. Come on, stormlords.
Elm.
There's just so much raw damage being done here
Looks
at the
like they're
store.
melting.
They are as they come in. I still need stormlords to
This
work
is
on this
tank
front door,
count.
please.
There's a bunch
This is
upstairs.
the
Down
right
back-
way to use the funnel.
Back balcony fucking with the healers. Trying to get them down.
Have fucking ice balls on me.
Yeah, the ice
Wow.
ball. Yeah.
That's cold.
All right, we need to start pushing out on them.
Hold on.
Frost off at the door. Now in the
Gotta
corner.
do it now or never.
Now, do it now. Do it now.
Okay,
Push
all right,
out,
let's
push
go.
out
Yep.
hard.
Pushing out on the right.
Okay. So, I'm pretty sure this doesn't end well for me, but let's see.
Throw everything at
I
them.
brought some tanks with me.
Dwarf.
Oh, it does. Okay. That worked all right. All right, I'm pushing around the backside now. Same thing happened with the fucking cat. That is so annoying. Yeah. Okay.
Back to the dwarf,
Maybe
back dwarf.
maybe there's something wrong with my mouse, but I can't mouse. Half the time I'm not able to mouse turn, or not mouse turn. I'll tell you later.
I'm moving to the back of the tower. Cobalt.
That's brutal.
Nope.
You
Back of
cannot
the
come this
tower is
way.
clear.
That's just
Dwarf.
brutal. So, I mean, let's just, if we can, just really quickly go back to that moment. I don't think there's anything you can do here. I mean, not being all together would be good, but it really, at a certain, like, what does it really matter? They're just, I mean, but they're so caster heavy. We are too. But they're so, I mean, they're always, all the casters are always clumped.
Throw everything at
I
them.
brought some tanks with me.
Dwarf.
I mean, the amount of damage, I wasn't killing everything on my own, for sure. But the amount of
I'm
damage
pushing around the backside
of the
now.
couple of
Same thing happened
PBAers
with the
here,
fucking
it's
That is-
just nuts. And then as we get towards the tail end of the fight, there's still some mids up here
Cobalt.
that are running. Batar is trying to run away. He's
Because he knows he's losing.
he's
came back.
whatever. Yeah.
All right, we're
Yeah.
pushing out to the
Push on the cat.
southeast.
Cobalt. Hera.
And that's pretty much it.
Good job, guys.
So there's one more
Pushing
fight
up.
of the night. I'm actually just gonna keep this rolling, and I'm gonna scroll to it because it's it's really good that the game is alive and well. So this is the last fight of the night on the 27th. We're opening a mid tower. This is AT. It's mid owned. We're opening it up. Mid thinks the BG thinks that they can get in time. Watch what happens.
Several
porting it
ported
in.
in the
There's a
bottom.
lot going on.
Several
here.
ported in the bottom.
Cobalt.
Ooh, a lot more than just a.
More porting
Oh
in.
my
All
god.
porting
Well, I guess we killed him.
Wrecked.
Kitty, your body girded.
Oh no, they're trying to run away.
Oh, damn.
A lot of light, by the way. Oh boy, those effects are
Oh,
nuts.
that's painful to watch.
And that's it for the mid BG. They blew up and they were done after that.
To be on the side of
There's nothing you can do once you're committed to a port. if you don't know and you're like 2 seconds out, you're gonna get sucked. You're gonna get sucked into that. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. All right, on to the next day. Okay, so here we are. It's the next day. I've skipped a couple of smaller fights, especially the one of us trying to get into Benno here. It was Creeper and IRC that were holding it. It was just kind of a boring catapult assist train thing. They did a very good job keeping us out of the keep, but once we got in, this is where the fun starts. So the mids are about to push it, and it's kind of the meat and potatoes of the fight. Just go ahead and give it a look.
Mids are here, front door.
So mids are coming in not only through what we think is the majority of them. What I'm looking at, right, is the majority of them coming along the balcony, but there's actually quite a few that are coming in through the corner.
Mids are here. Front door. Back to the west tower. West tower.
Okay.
In fact, the majority of them are coming in through, and I'm not even paying attention. My eyesight's up here. I'm looking here, but most of them are coming in through this way.
West tower.
That's a lot of mids.
They're coming up the west tower now.
Come on, fight them. Hold them. Hold them. The bottom.
Hold them.
Hold them.
They skipped the bottom completely. They're already up top. They came up the other walls.
Pushing up the tower.
Get these guys down.
That's my static on them.
Falcon on the roof. Falcon on the roof.
Control second floor.
That Falcon's dead.
Control second floor.
Yeah, we're okay.
Assist.
We're okay.
Assist.
Roof is clear. Pushing down.
Troll next.
Kobe.
Assist. Listen, no drop.
Pushing down. Pushing down.
Next troll. Next troll. There we go. Dwarf.
So you can tell too, if you look at the damage log, is that there's also other mentalists that are doing exactly the same thing that I am. So not all of my dots are landing here. I become a little bit more effective in about 30 seconds.
Watch those elves on the roof, folks.
Fucking dying, guys. We're good.
Norseman.
We're good. Keep fighting. Die, Frank.
Norseman.
So this is my come to Jesus, oh crap moment. All of the mids that I did not see on the first level coming in, I was just paying attention to the balcony over here. They're all coming up here.
I'm on the second level.
Die, Frank.
Kobe.
And so I'm stunned out at this point. And once I got my wits about me, I decided to go ahead and drop Mock.
Second floor to third.
Keep holding. Keep holding.
Troll.
I'm doing everything I can, though, to not instantaneously Mock because I don't want the reduction in damage. I'd prefer to do as much damage as I can, so I'm trying to see at this point if I can back it far enough away from the fight to not be erupted, but to still land some, punchy dots, if you will.
Troll.
And here I'm just like, I'm dropping everything I got, all my Warlord stuff for the most part, and my Mock.
Norseman.
CC'd like a motherfucker here. Troll! Troll! There we go.
I'm locking them up.
Keep it up.
Norseman looking down.
We're holding them. We're holding. Pushing down.
Troll. Pushing up.
Down. Push down. Push down.
Norseman.
Power tapping. Power tapping.
Kobe now.
Power tap.
Dwarf.
Hi, Frank. Hi, Frank.
Pushing down. Die, Frank.
Rooting them.
Yeah. So at this point, my Mock is down, and you can see just how much damage I'm doing. I mean, there's some of these where I'm doing 218 damage a tick. It's quite powerful. And this is just like, this is the easiest way to make RPs at this point.
Man, we got super bugs.
Is to just, I mean, just look at the dots rolling in. All of this, every tick.
Some disease. AoE disease, that shit.
So at this point, I'm like, all right, I'm moving out. I'm going back in.
Kobe.
Die for fuck.
My quick cast is down for a little, another what, 14 seconds.
Okay, go down,
but I'm still able to land casts here.
Get out of that twiff, guys. Get out of it.
And this effectively just makes there's nothing you can do as a caster if you don't have Mock. You get one quick cast, you're out of the fight at this point. You're completely out of the fight. What I didn't realize in this fight, looking back at it, is that at the roof, in the beginning of that push, when I think Wicked called that he dropped an ST. I thought I dropped mine. In fact, I had to go back and look at this video again a second time to realize that that ST did not fire. I had an ST that I could have used in this fight that would have made an enormous difference. Not that we lost anyway, but would have made an enormous difference on that initial push on from the second to first floor, that stairway. Didn't even realize that I thought it was down, but it wasn't. I could have used it here.
Here it is. Watch him roll in.
Down, guys, come down.
Serious RPs here.
AoE that below. AoE below.
We're working on it.
Back frame.
Eat dust here.
You cannot put a BG in like this. It just is never going to work. It's never, ever, 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 ever going to work. They're all huddled inside because as soon as they step out this doorway, there's IRC and Creeper, or the other doorway on this side. So they're all here, every single one of them, and it's just disastrous.
Nice seals.
Getting interrupted up here.
I know.
Diaphragm.
It's real.
Can y'all find out where that damn person is interrupting us here?
Down below. Just stay high. Stay high.
Troll.
I'm almost on the roof.
First floor. Dwarf.
Okay, I'm good.
Maybe somebody on the roof.
Are they all dead?
Now.
There we go. They're dying, guys. They're dying. That's it.
There's a bunch out towards the
Frosty,
center.
Frosty.
Frosty.
Cobalt.
Kobe.
We're fighting south, guys. Down below. South.
Dwarf by the
Now we're
tent.
fighting out front. Fighting out front.
We have a bonus.
Troll. Keep killing them, guys. Keep killing them.
Norseman by the tent.
That's pretty much it. I mean, I don't think there's
That's
much else to it.
Wipe. All right, back on the door now.
I think I earned like 25,000 bonus, I think. Yeah, I think it was like 25 or 30K. It was quite a bit. Okay, on to the next fight. Okay, so this might be my favorite fight of the entire week. And not because it was a great fight, right? But just because of the hit. We were feeling a ton. We're leaving Benno. We're feeling a ton of lag. Mids are. This is not far after this last fight, right? Mids are committed to trying to get back in to get another fight, and they think they're being sneaky. Turns out I think they ported from. They had AT. They ported in at AT and then ran, and the mids are going like this. So they're coming. AT's up here. They're coming around and across the water line to the point that's over here, right? So we're feeling lag. We know that they're nearby. Just watch this.
Probably gonna hit us from the side, so.
Yep.
Left.
They're in the water, moving to the point.
Ooh.
Good hit if you could hit if you can hit him.
Let's do it.
Oh man, that's gonna be
we owe him a couple.
Water breath, please.
Here we go.
Hit him! They're all bunched up! Oh, nice! That's fun!
Oh my god. This doesn't happen. You don't get a clump like this very often in the game. This was pretty cool.
Troll.
Not for the mids, for us.
Appreciated.
And I dropped my ST. My ST, I think, is this one here.
The meltdown. 4. Die for.
Oh my god! What?
Switching.
Oh shit!
Diaphragm coming out of Zephyr.
Push up!
Jen, what are you doing?
Oh my god!
Okay, this guy is. Oh, there we go. Now we're killing.
This is a win. It's okay.
Keep fighting. Not finished yet.
What it's about.
We're not finished yet. Thanks, Jedi.
North, good tank.
Pushing south.
I'm blown away that so many made it out of that. I really am.
Frosty. Yeah, I found Norseman.
Big fat troll shaman. Impressive.
Norse fruit. There we go. Fucking push on him now.
Kobe.
Wow.
Finish the rest. Falcon. I have the same numbers as yesterday.
We have a bonus, so they.
Yeah, so mids had more than we did on that fight. And there's just a couple left that are killed. They were all clumped together. I don't know what else to say. All right, on to the next one. So no, what you're seeing is not a repeat of a prior fight. This is another fight at the Albuy. We're currently at AMG. And this was just after the last fight. And IRC comes out of nowhere from the Y. There's IRC. IRC, 9 times out of 10, is going to bait. If they're on mid, they're going to bait back to the Zerg. That's just what they do. And you'll hear multiple times. I think Dance calls it. I call it. A couple other people call it. It's a bait group. Don't take the bait. We take the bait.
Northwest again.
I know you guys put storms, but put some storms.
That's
They keep
IRC.
Running in from the Y and running back out.
That's
All right, guys,
IRC.
Stick up out front. Stick up out front.
Just skip ahead a little bit here.
Right, moving
So, you should think for just a second, right? If IRC's still here,
Canadian, he's not.
which they are,
Even though you're real dead.
why, just for a brief moment, why are they just looping here? What's the point of this if they're not baiting? Think about it. That's
So
IRC.
seems to have
They're-
been kiting back to the Zerg,
Yeah,
right?
they're
lately?
baiting. They're baiting.
Where
Yep,
is the-
Dance is right. They're baiting.
I'm not busting you.
They are
it's just
master
suggestions.
baiters. It's true.
Leave it to
Watch
Titty
the lag
Sprinkles over
here.
there to get
Yeah,
that way.
say, watch for the side hit again.
So I'm pretty sure, I'm thinking, mids are going to come up through here. Because there's no way that Jedi's going to push into this, into the Y, into an exposed area. I'm thinking there's no way. They're going to come up from this way. That's where we're going to get hit.
Okay. Finally got their IRC on them.
We have mids incoming from the west.
Yeah, watch to the
blue.
right, watch to the north.
Okay.
Whoa, that is some crazy.
We're going
lag.
west,
Yeah,
guys.
they're
We're going
close.
west. Oh,
There
they
they are, Bunny Hill.
Jedi's yelling the F word, and yeah, that's pretty bad. So you've got Oddballs is here, right? Oddballs is here. Yeah, there's Oddballs. Mids are here. You've got some mids kind of flanking, but it really doesn't matter at this point because half the Zerg is back here because I'm not going there. I know what's about to happen. And me being there, like, in my defense, me being there would not have solved the problem. This was just bad on so many levels. There are some moments where you look at it and you go, yeah, I shouldn't be doing that. And it's not because I'm failing to push. It's because I'm noticing that something is not quite right and don't want to do it. This is one of those moments.
There they are.
Fucking IRC.
We told you. We told you.
I know.
What are we doing? We fighting here? We
Yes.
I'm just trying to get as many AoEs off
Right
as
here.
humanly possible
Troll.
here.
Kill them. Oh, they're all on me.
Whoa, they are.
They
Dwarf?
were all on me this time.
Dwarf?
I'm not.
We're gonna set back up in the tower.
Fight first.
Kill the overextended tanks.
They went for me.
Don't let them push back. Shut them down.
Troll is pushed in here.
The center.
Let's go. Turn on the tanks. AoE in the fire. AoE the back.
Norseman now.
Answer's on the right side.
More AoE.
So when I talk about covering the pull, right, you'll notice, and I can go back, I'm not going to, I guess I could go back and show you. But when when I say cover the pull, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Watch some of us and the way that we
Tower.
turn and extend.
Fight first.
Kill the overextended tanks.
All right, so my route
They
gets
went for me.
broken.
Don't let them push back. Shut them down.
Troll.
I'm ahead of the tank train. Turn. Try and get some reps
Let's
off.
go.
Try and break
Turn
some
on the
speed.
tanks.
Try and break some
AoE
speed.
in the fire. AoE in
Pull.
the back.
Turn. Pull, turn, pull, turn.
Norseman now.
Master's on the right side.
It's not just a straight run for your life. Because you see exactly what's happened here. You got a couple mids over here that are doing fine, right? Mids over here, mids here. But most of them are here. So if I can at least do some damage on them and give people a fighting chance to extend and run away, maybe even get some kills, why wouldn't I do that?
Disease on them.
Yeah, we do. Big time disease. Big time disease.
Yeah.
We don't have enough.
Troll.
I don't know what people are doing.
Get another warp down, please.
Fall back, yeah, fall back to the tower. Fall back to the tower. Those that died, release.
By the way, I think it's really hilarious that dropping a warp breaks sauce. But, whatever.
Back to the tower.
I guess any action does.
Put some
I just think it's
down,
think it's
guys.
funny. There's a couple warps here. Plenty of warps.
No, there wasn't any
Down at the
before I
gate.
said it.
I just threw one down at the gate.
Al Tower. Release. Go back to Al Tower.
All right, so let's skip ahead here. Here we go. Yeah, they are. They're here. Get inside.
Too late now.
No, it's not. It's not too late. Get in.
There's a lot of good things waiting for them inside the tower.
Yep.
They're on the tower door, though.
They're on the
It's
door.
87.
Poured in.
We need some Storm Lords to throw some fumble storms on the Lord, please.
This is my moment to shine. As a mentalist, this view on my screen makes me the happiest human alive. The happiest mentalist alive, perhaps. This is where it gets real.
Diaphragm.
They're going to try a big push here. This is going to be a massive one-step push. Big push.
AoE disease! Come on!
Horseman.
Hold them!
Never
Look at
stood a
all these
chance.
Tanks that got by us.
They're all on the back wall already, too. Can somebody Zephyr that Blade Master off or Zerker off the back, please?
It may not look like it, but they are hurting really, really, really bad right now. Really bad.
Troll! That's my target! Troll!
I couldn't move, sorry.
Okay. Trying to
I'm pulling up. I'm pulling up. Heals, heals, big heals, big heals. There you go.
Dwarf.
Hold them! Go to the roof! Hold them!
Hold second floor, guys. Yep, listen to Jedi. Hold
Iris,
second
man.
floor. Hold second
It's all
floor.
IRC that went to the roof.
We got the Lord room for now. Hold it.
Norseman.
Hold it.
Fight.
Patar's in the back. Back oil. Patar's in the
It's
back.
fine. It's fine. Hold the Lord. Hold the Lord
They
room,
just
guys.
dragged all the dead onto the back.
All the stairs! Hold them!
Diaphragm. Dwarf.
Oh, my target! Assist! Fuck!
Dwarf.
Troll! Balcony! Thanks!
Norseman.
Yeah, we got tank. The back oil's lost. We're gonna have to find a new spot.
We're still holding Lord, guys. We're still holding it. We're still working on
Back
it.
of the oil's okay. Back of the oil's okay.
Just listen to me!
Fight him.
On the balcony, let's go!
Balcony, okay.
We are at the balcony.
There we go. Kill him! Horseman! Assist! Don't
Norseman.
drop!
Lord, and Zolo stars again.
Alright, balcony's
we're looking
clear. Get in! Lord room now!
Norseman. Lord room.
Horseman! Assist! Assist!
I'm like, I can't get any targets through the window,
Die,
so.
bitch. There we go.
IRC's on the
There's a
balcony
shaman
now.
out back who's almost dead. Nice,
Okay.
got him.
The room's clear, go to the balcony. Let's kill fucking RC now.
Troll.
Still more coming up from the bottom. Yes, troll! Get assist here. Make him jump down. There we go.
Another
Make him not
push.
jump.
Second wave, second wave, second wave. So, I think we're all kind of doing what we should be here. I mean, there's definitely not enough Hibs in this room, but, and you can see what's happening here. We called, I think, earlier in the fight to clear the roof, so there shouldn't be a whole lot of stuff up here. Guess we'll find out.
They got Hibs outside, guys. They got Hibs outside hitting.
Dwarf.
Whole shitload.
How the
down
fuck is this
there.
guy not
Oh.
dying? Hey, push it. Push the Lord room. Push the Lord.
That
Push the
tank
Lord
on the
room.
front, he's almost dead. Finish him off.
The Lord room. I'm gonna lose if we don't push him out.
Car, don't run from me.
Come on.
Just want to hit you with my mace one time.
Need an egg.
Lord room, guys. Lord room. Come on.
Good egg,
the
good egg,
Lord
good
room.
egg.
Diaphragm, Lord Room.
Thanks, man.
A lot of power.
Fuck's sakes. Nobody's with me.
I'm trying to be.
Norseman.
There's quite a few meds on the back roll again.
Roof's clear.
Hey, Goth.
Oh, nobody pushed in with me, so there you go.
Well, the half of what?
Keep fighting. Keep fighting.
Unfortunately, if you look at the
Gotta get in there,
carnage at
if you
the
can.
door, we were trying to get in.
Yeah, I know. I know.
That egg that just came up is to the roof.
Egg if you can before it's too late.
Didn't hit him.
Yeah,
Where
we're
are we
holding
at?
roof. We've got the
Yeah,
roof,
so the
guys.
roof is mostly
Get
clear
out of line
here.
of sight,
Yeah.
though.
Kobe,
We got
Lord
the
Room.
roof for now.
Still on the balcony too.
Troll, Lord.
Norseman.
Okay, so just for the record, this person PBAing should not be there. They should be on the backside. It's when you're climbing up the ladder, right? I'm gonna try a little ladder here. When you're climbing up the ladder, really easy to spot you. Really easy to spot you. Not so easy to spot the person standing on the side or over here. Actually, over here's a really good spot, but especially behind the ladder. If you're gonna be PBAing, that's where you need to be.
Balcony.
Or AoEing at all, frankly, for that matter.
It's amazing the difference.
Big push
behind
here,
ours.
pushing on the roof.
We need a ST or something
Push,
here on these
pushing
guys.
on the roof.
Balcony. Balcony.
Troll.
Push the roof. Balcony. Push the roof.
All right, roof's clear again. Roof's clear.
Yep, roof's clear.
Can we get an egg for folks that are dead, please? The nice big egg, juicy egg for the
Mine's
roof.
down already. I used it on the roof.
Okay, well, we need somebody else to egg. We got a lot of folks in here. There we go. There's one. There's one egg.
You did an egg on the back of the tower?
You're going to need more than one egg, folks.
Back levels compromised.
Get your STs and stuff, timers and what have you, ready. Icar.
Thanks to recover. We're gonna jump down on the balcony, the back of the balcony. Get ready. Ready? Go. Jump.
Lot back
Norseman.
here.
Assist.
This was a really good fight.
Diaphragm on the roof.
This was a really, really, really good fight. Hey, casters, while they're distracted, look down the ladder, 3rd floor. Look down the ladder,
we
3rd
need some
floor.
help. We need some help.
Yep, we're working on it.
No,
No,
we don't have enough.
no, we don't.
They've got a freaking.
It was a great fight.
The server's lagging. I'm having a hard time casting.
No, we got too many down. They're not getting rezzed.
Yeah, too many
That's
that
it.
came back with Deadhead.
Yeah.
Norseman.
All right.
Alright, guys.
On to the next fight. So I'm going to run through this actually on speed. I mean, the video will be sped up of this fight because it's long and it's really the last fight of the week. The next day after this was our attempt to run on mid, and frankly, it was just such a cluster. I was not there. I think a lot of us were not prepared. And there's no real good fights to break down because it was just kind of a mess. There's nothing to really glean from it. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to speed this one up and we'll talk through it as things go ahead and develop a little bit. So let's go ahead and hit play.
Yeah, they're waiting for us to push, that's why.
Set recalls if you can.
So good thing that lots of siege is getting set up.
very good.
That's awesome.
Your recalls, guys.
This is the fight at Crim that just about wrapped up the night on Thursday, I believe.
I will. Welcome back. All right, I'm gonna go play up on the walls here.
Not safe.
But this is a long fight, so it's definitely getting played sped up.
Wait, can you see that?
Maybe they thought Tap was leading.
We already. Tap's not stupid.
You got all those trolls sitting right there. Target them and just hit them in the corner all at once.
Oh,
Kobe.
Banner Gaming, thank you so much for the
Fucking
1,000 bits.
target, guys. Now's the fucking time.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Banner. I appreciate the bits. So Oddballs is here with us. IRC is in the keep along with the mid-zerg. So there's this thing called Near Sight that you guys can use that's really effective in situations like this.
Thanks, Teddy.
I don't believe you. I'm just kidding.
Is that today's TED Talk?
That's today's TED Talk.
Yeah.
That's today's Teddy Spring.
Aren't you on a mentalist?
Yeah, I have Near Sight too. Very nice.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Norseman, up there to the left. Kobe now.
So, I mean, looking at this right now, I mean, mids are doing okay, right? There's not a whole lot in line of sight. There's guys using all the portal holes. I mean, it's mids are doing a good job. mean, look at this guy. Hello. Mr. Thane.
Mercy for y'all. Norseman at the front door.
Hey, Doc, might hear me. I have to do anyway.
I like that. Nope.
The laughs sped up or even better.
I wish I would go ahead and take the damn heat. You're not going to.
Oh, they do that, they know they're gonna die.
So this is...
What the fuck? That's the second time you purged.
Honestly, it's kind of boring.
Somebody's right by you.
Let's see if we can skip to a better part. Yeah.
Mid's pushing out. Mids are starting to
Yeah,
Yeah, this was the...
Okay, it's okay.
pushing.
Don't panic.
No, no, I am panicking. There we go.
I twipped them. They're slowed.
Good, heal me
Norseman.
now.
Norseman.
Sorry, I was getting in the tower.
Why did we?
Yeah.
So, this is a problem. Look at these Hibs. Not where they should be. Right? They're not going to be able to get inside the tower in time, I assume, because of, well, all of this.
Because we chased.
Oh,
Yep.
I said stay at the tower.
And they looked rooted,
you guys
too.
didn't fucking listen. This
No,
is what
because
happens.
everybody's chasing fucking
Well, now it's
shinies.
not the time to argue about it. We're still in a fight.
Drop that oil.
Use your recall so we can res.
Yeah.
Oh, free reses. I gotta go up there.
Purple tower.
Thanks for
we have
the
time.
cheer.
Okay, guys.
I'm up down the
People
oil
up.
level.
Great, I used a Drata Restoration.
Well, we
instead.
got a
That's good.
recall.
Got a Frosty.
Lots of mezzes.
I'm gonna.
Casters, get on the balcony.
Recall.
Casters, get on the balcony.
Dwarf.
I'm gonna put
Thanks.
a pop on the roof.
Thanks, get ready to push out.
Looks like they're pulling off. At least a little bit. Frosty.
Be like freaking target.
Push out. For the ones near the tower.
Give them cover.
Hey, in the fire.
Frosty. Frosty.
Loser.
Why you gotta
Yes,
call me that?
I'm here.
Fucking God Zephyr.
Moving to the right.
The
So,
Norseman.
I
The
really have no
Norseman.
complaints about
Kobe.
what the mids are doing here. And the Hibs, too. I mean, this is pretty much... Like, maybe we should have just jumped off the back of the tower and not fought here. But considering that we're here, this is okay.
Somebody's just getting spammed to death.
Guys, we need to fucking push him now. Push him back in. Push him back in. Let's
Kobe.
go.
Okay, so there is one critique of Jedi. Guys, we need to push him is not a push. So when he says that, he's already gone. Right? The only thing I would say is scream push, push, like call the action. Don't discuss what you're thinking. If it's something like that, if you've already left and you're like talking about it like it hasn't happened yet, that could be really confusing to folks.
Where's the hips?
So at this point, now I'm pushing.
We're going,
Nobody's
we're going.
Troll.
Nobody's pushed because it wasn't clear initially that in fact he wanted us to push. I thought it was just something he was thinking about, right? But I mean, these mids are doing good. Like, everybody's here. Everybody's doing their thing. I don't know why you have an ML9 SM pet standing out in open field, not actually doing anything productive, but whatever. I could
Say
nitpick.
you're going, but I'm the only one up here.
I'm just hiding. I'm small.
Norseman.
Jesus. SMOL
loads.
small. Well, okay.
Big loads.
I see half the BG still up there.
Ow.
They're sieging the tower now. It's at 98.
It's okay.
Troll
It's
to the
gonna take
Look
a
at
right.
this clump. Look at this clump. Hey. I mean, in reality, mids were doing everything right here. The only thing, and this is like a fantasy, right? But they could have totally come around and hit us from the side. Like, that's the only thing. If you've got groups that are like dedicated to flanking, I mean, when you're tucked up against the side of the tower and everybody else is looking in the other direction, you could have totally wrecked the 2 or 3 groups that were out here that pushed. And then you could have just stormed the tower and it would have been over. It's nice to draw it out a little bit, but this could have been over way sooner. But again, not really a critique, because mids, I think, did everything right here.
Please, guys, come on.
Sorry, Matt. I was about to get
Come
to it.
on.
The Kobe.
Oh, they did a mistake. They took the keep. Now we need to push him in.
Horseman.
Okay, push. There's a few on the left. There's a few on the left here.
There we go. That's what we wanted. They're in now.
We're not getting a ton of kills anyway here, so I'm sure there's nothing to do here. Building a game.
Keep it up. They're up top, guys. They're up top.
So at this point, I am playing it sped up because it's more just aimless keep taking.
Yeah, keep
Just not that we have to do anything about it, just a reminder that IRC is still in post.
Fine. Keep an eye on them.
Alright, I'm blocking everything now.
Sit next to the door.
Yeah, I'm going to
Good eye on RC.
Please give me that hot bottom. Yeah, I'm just target. Oh, oh, no.
Push down.
RC's in, RC's in, what's that?
Hey, hold on.
He's smoking, they're coming in. It's starting, starting. What's he on?
They're in the door too.
We got some of IRC. Now we're going in. Oil. I died to oil, which is not great. Anyway, you
Come on,
take it.
guys. Push him out. Push him back in. Fuck, that's a lot of mids. That's a lot of mids.
Recall.
Right, the inner. Yeah, I mean the outer. Push him back in.
If you're gonna egg inside, please. Thank you. Bunch of us dead. Inside. To the right.
Egg inside.
Thank you.
Assist,
Good egg,
thanks.
Seg. Good egg. Okay, whatever that was.
Assist, tank.
Summit recall.
Assist, die for.
Something worth pointing out here, too, is that all the PBA is here. There's very little PBA here. If you're going to push into a keep that is this well defended, and I'm not actually sure that you even should, especially when there's no post turn, and there's really no opportunity to put... I mean, I get it, right? It's not our keep. Why would we need a post turn? But it's just another door, right? That we can camp, or we can put traps on, or we can try and bust people that are trying to AJ or flank. But I would have sent a Bard in phase shifted, and I would have tried to figure it out. Maybe, I don't know. Like in hindsight, that would be a good play, I think. But anyway, I mean, there's really not much of a fight here.
Fuck, man, we can't kill one fucking guy.
Nope. Because we were really disorganized on this push.
I'm not getting. Oh, there we go.
I'm healing you, man. You just keep getting disease. All our tanks drop down.
Yeah, so there's not much else to it, and that's pretty much the last fight of the week. So any event, I'm really, really, really happy you got a chance to, if you watched the whole thing through, wow, because there was a lot to cover here. I think next week I'll try and pick a more limited set of fights to choose from, or to review and talk about, and maybe it'll be a little shorter. More nuggets of fights instead of the entire thing. But I really hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, we'll see you on the next weekly recap next Sunday. Have a good one and take care of yourselves.